to use all of his legendary resistances. Lim came through. Leoric forced him to use his legendary resistances, and then Lim turned him into a turtle, and we chucked him off the castle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. As I told a lot of people, they turned my dragon into a fucking turtle.
Hopefully there's more dragons and more turtles.
It's all right, Zach.
More turtles.
When
And you get polymorphed, and you get polymorphed, and you get polymorphed. And unfortunately, we're not on a flying castle.
Oh, shucks.
We'll dig a hole.
when
What
5
happened?
dragons show up to destroy an entire city, you'll have your chance, Zach.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do a Chroma Conclave.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I'm thinking about it. Anyway. Yeah, with that, we come back to you guys are still in Skyreach Castle.
Yeah.
You got what's his name?
Logothus? Something like that?
Blagothkus,
The Gothcus.
who's like who was I think last time before we ended, he was very appreciative of you guys pretty much wiping out the rest of the cultists and the dragon and freeing his castle of this dragon issue. When he's going, and he's I believe it also last time told you, I can't promise you like an army of giants, but I can promise you my help with a lot of things. I can pretty much be like a. I don't like the idea of being
Flying
a
taxi?
babysitter. A taxi, yeah. I don't like the just like. I have no idea what a taxi is, but I just like the yellow thing in my mind with taxi on top just
Yeah.
immediately pops up. Anyway, I can help you by defeating the dragon, or defeating the cult, by taking you around the Sword Coast. It'll be a lot faster than walking.
Walking?
Hmm.
Yeah. And I forgot to mention that Leosin messaged me in my brain
Hmm.
and told us to come to Waterdeep
Right.
while we were ankle deep in gold.
While you're
And he said to
shoveling gold into your bags of holding.
And so we need to go to Waterdeep.
Right. Waterdeep. Where's that? I'm a giant. I don't know the small folk cities.
It's on the Sea of Swords. So,
Sea of Swords. I know where that is. All right.
and then up the coast before you get to the Sword Mountains.
Up the coast before the Sword Mountains. Probably the biggest city there. Anyway,
It's pretty big.
Neverwinter's kind of big, but whatever.
does any of you have access to teleportation circle? No?
No.
They-
In case you do, and I see that one of you is a wizard. There's a teleportation. He'll lead Professor Gryffindor into his the little control tower and up the stairs through the big ass, very locked door that he just opens like it was not locked at all. He opens it. You see this giant wheel that kind of fit for a giant. It looks like a ship's wheel, and you see behind the wheel on the ground is a teleportation circle. And he's like, once you gain access to teleportation circle, or just have it for some reason, you can instantly come back to my castle via this. And he shows you, Professor Gryffindor, the thing, and you're able to write it all down, or at least get the circle down. Pat.
The formula, I have it.
And You really don't have teleportation circle
Nope.
at this level?
Do I even have access to level 5? I do not. Teleportation
have
circle is a 5 is a 5th level spell. I only have up to 4th level.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're on level 8.
Level 8.
Yeah.
Right. I remember you leveled up last time, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well then, with the circle, you could teleport back to my place. But since we're going to Waterdeep, place right before the Sword Coast Mountains, probably take us a couple days to get there. I don't have much in the form of entertainment. I know you small folk had things. I've got cards, though. Pulls out the deck, and they're like, the cards are about as big as you guys. I don't know how well that's gonna work.
Yeah.
You know, I recall a few of the old plays from Neverwinter. If you could spare a few kobolds, you might be able to, put on a production.
You know what?
Somebody say theater.
I can definitely do that.
Does this castle have a library?
Yes, it's pretty extensive, though. Most of it would probably be in Giant.
Oh, I was really hoping that you had a self-help section because I'm very good at seeing stuff, but I'm not always very good at understanding people. So I was sort of looking to find a tome, maybe, of understanding in the self-help section.
Tomb of Understanding. Well, you have pretty much free reign of my castle at this point. You can try. I definitely know that my personal library is in my study, which is the back end of the castle. You just go to the backmost tower. It's like really big. Got a door in it. You walk inside. Just tell Terry and no, Larry's dead.
Jerry.
No, Jerry's dead.
Shit.
No, wait, Jerry died?
Did Jerry die? No,
Larry's
Larry
alive.
died.
No,
Larry's
Larry's
alive.
alive. Larry's a hero.
Oh, okay. It was the other way.
Yeah, Jerry died, but other than that, you have pretty much free reign of my castle. Just don't, do what the other cultists did. Also, if you've seen any bloodstains, I'm sorry.
We probably caused some of them. I'm gonna go to the library. Do not let me miss Leorg's Kobold production. Somebody come and get me.
Ezra, sounds like you were in.
Oh, I don't mean to intrude, but I will, of course, play the lead role if you have.
At the very least, I will need a producer.
I will play the lead role.
I could be a brain in the operation.
Let's go and slay some kobolds.
Yeah,
For
indeed.
theater.
For theater. Kobold's like, no, wait, what the fuck am I doing? You expect me to read this? How am I supposed to work under these conditions?
You guys need to unionize.
A couple, with that, a day goes by, and you guys can make it out pretty much, like, 200 miles a day.
I'll just do like special effects with silent image and like lightning and fire.
So there's the first day. And then there's the second day. Nothing really attacks you because you're a giant floating castle in the sky.
Typical.
Who's gonna fuck with that?
Should we warn Leosin that we're coming in a giant fucking castle flying in the sky?
I feel like it's only an appropriate entrance.
I told him that we were with the giants. I don't have any way to contact him, so I think maybe it'll just be a surprise.
It'll work out.
Do I find anything cool in the library?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay, cool. Please be good. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Oh, my. +7 investigation. Cheese and crackers.
You find. This is the Master's Guide. Magic table.
Ooh, before you say that, I'm with you, Henny. Guidance at D4.
Oh. Thank you. I didn't really know that you liked books so much. I appreciate your company. It's a 3.
It's a 3. So 23? Books.
Like the smell.
Yeah, it's that really nice musky smell. I can see how it would be comforting.
You don't find the manual you're looking for. But some of the books are kind of massive. You pull them out and they're like fucking. You open up and they're like almost a bed, long, large. Most of them are in giant, but do have little notes scrabbled between the giant in common. That's just or not notes, like translations, almost.
Subs.
Dubs, sure. You find one that's called Giant Wars: A New Hope, and then Giant Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, or the Dragon Strike Back, and Giant Wars: Return of the Rune Knight.
Oh. Man, I didn't know the Giants enjoyed these sort of adventure trilogies so much.
They're marked as histories, actually.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
They tell the tale of the literal giant wars between dragons and giants, where they fought each other, pretty much tore up the entire world in the process, but they just knocking heads.
Oh. So violent.
I think I found some books. They're on the floor and torn up. Oh, these look like the prequels to those other books you're looking at right now.
Oh. I bet those dragon cultists don't appreciate history. They wanted to redact it. Lim, my back is really itchy. Can you look? I feel like... Is there something growing out of my back?
It wasn't me, but yes, I can.
'Cause... I can't sleep on my back anymore, because it's very uncomfortable. And I can't
Well,
see.
I don't mean to be forward, but there's nothing I can see from here. There is this. You might have to take your shirt off.
Okay.
That was easy.
I grew
That
up in a,
Staples button. That was easy.
I lived in a communal monastery. Nudity is very, nonchalant.
Natural.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, well, Dretch.
What is it?
Your wings unfurl,
Oh,
I'm guessing.
You can bring them around the front. You should at least be able to.
oh. Oh, that's gonna take so much sunscreen.
Are they feathered at all, or are they like leathery bat wings?
They're bat wings that are the same color as the rest of me. So, pale and freckly.
Give me a second, and I pull out my dagger, and I just make some holes in your what are you wearing?
I'm technically wearing a glamour weave tunic, so... It's magic.
I will cut holes, and then I actually have a sew kit, and I will sew up and hem it, so that way they can go over the wings, and you'll have holes for your wings.
Oh! That's wonderful, thank you. Did you know that could happen? Because I didn't.
It's magic.
Oh, cool.
I mean, your bloodline, anything can happen at any age.
Oh, yeah. We don't talk about 13. That was bad.
Oh, 13. How about on the third day?
Of Christmas,
you
my
guys
true
are-
love. Sorry. Sorry.
As you guys are flying through the sky, you guys notice that I'm just gonna Jaeger your Dragonborn real quick. Vaughn, he's just looking west and south in the courtyard, in one of the upper courtyards, and is just eerily quiet, even for Vaughn. And I know you guys have high perceptions, but can Henny and Lem give me perception checks?
Sure.
Fine. I have to.
$18.
Ooh, that one's a bunch of crap.
All right.
12.
You guys, that's actually good enough for both of you. First, Henny doesn't really hear anything, but feels something. Like a temperature drop before a massive storm pulls in. A foreboding that she hasn't felt before. And it's now that she noticed that the castle is eerily quiet. Usually when the kobolds are working or the ogres are working, there's song and especially now that you have like this play going on. But there's usually song and now dance and stuff, and even
Rehearsals.
A musical
Even-
now.
with Lem now walking around the castle, there seems to be a hint of nature. Birds seem to have come in to the castle and hang around, but the birds aren't there. There's no singing. There's no dancing. All work seems to have halted for only a second, as the ogres and the kobolds, the drakes, and the giants Hulda and what's his name?
Her husband?
Her husband.
Gothicus?
Not Gothicus, but he also notices.
Ooh, if there's an affair.
And then the
Sorry.
rest of you feel it.
Uh,
And then
Oh,
you
no.
all kind of like gather behind Vaughn, and you hear him whisper one thing: the Drakhorn has been sounded.
Drakhorn!
Professor Gryffindor,
20s.
congratulations! You definitely know what Drakhorn
It's
is.
like, yes, the Drakhorn! I'm familiar with that.
Gifted to a ancient red dragon back during the wars between giants and dragons by Tiamat herself. The Drakhorn, however you're supposed to pronounce it, it's Draak horn, was supposed to be used only to sound pretty much the gathering of Tiamat's forces.
By God! There's a dragon army being summoned.
oh no.
I thought we just killed most of the dragon army. There's more.
Well, if my studies are correct, I mean, I only know about the Drakhorn through history books, but I mean, you know.
It
If-
said the Drakhorn was supposed to be only a legend, but then again, so is Tiamat.
And we know Tiamat's not just a legend. I'd be willing to bet on the history books that and Vaughn's instincts that this is right. Also, Vaughn, how do you know about the Blackhorn? The
Do
Drakhorn?
you not? Vaughn just goes, do you not fucking hear it?
I mean, that could be any horn.
I can hear it clear as day.
I mean, I can hear it too. I mean, I never. If I hear a, I mean, I've read about the Dracorn, but it doesn't mean I know what it sounds like.
You've read that the only dragons can hear the Dracorn. But
Oh, I can't
every
hear it
other
then.
but it's loud enough and large enough to where every other creature in the Sword Coast can feel it.
Oh,
Where's it at? Where's it at? I can't hear it.
It's emanating from the southwest, but in order to locate it beyond it's in the southwest would probably take a while.
if
Okay.
if it's probably best that we get to the Lord's Alliance before they do, I imagine.
Yeah. Lord Begofkus. Sorry, thanks. Um, is this castle faster than a dragon?
Well, it's been a while, but I can try putting it in maximum overdrive.
Oh, I
Speed.
just. It seems like if an army of dragons was going someplace, it would be going the place that the Lord's Alliance was meeting.
I don't believe the horn that the professor's talking about is to signal a gathering of an army, but I believe it's more to signal possibly the coming of Tiamat.
That's not possible, though.
I mean, oh, you're right.
God, they have the masks, don't they?
Yeah.
God, it is possible.
But didn't you say it was like 6 months or more until they had preparation?
You do remember that that was what the Red Wizards were talking about. It could also be just they've seen what you've been able to do, and it's a warning to stop.
Or, I mean, well, it would take the wizards 6 months to prepare what they have to do, but I wonder if the dragons have 6 months of preparation to do themselves. Who knows?
I insight check the horn.
The horn, the
Yeah.
thing that you only can feel.
Yeah, see if I can discern the meaning of the horn.
Vibe check?
Fuck it, why not? And give me an insight check. You roll high enough.
Okay. Nat 20, let's go.
Nat 20. Let's go.
Nah, 16.
All you get is
Kinda
it's a foreboding. It's like not a noise, but it's almost like you're standing like a couple miles off of an erupting volcano. Like you can feel it more than you can hear it.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if it's more of a warning or a can't make a heads or tails of something that's like a force of nature.
Yeah. Vaughn, does this sound make you feel like you have to go someplace?
It doesn't make me feel like I have to go someplace. It makes me feel worried.
Same,
Makes me
buddy.
feel dread. Well,
Well, shit.
Maximum overdrive it is.
Yeah.
all right, maximum overdrive. You see him. He's in the wheelhouse, and he just grabs this lever and shoves it forward, and he's like, "I don't know why I do that. My wife is the one controlling the castle, so let's just go faster." And now you guys go.
Ezra, we're double timing on rehearsals. No lunch breaks.
All right,
mean-
standard union.
Guys can get to there. Pretty much one more day until Waterdeep, or not even one more day. It's more like half a day.
Go up at noon in a giant castle.
Now, when we get to the Lord's Alliance, what are our talking points?
Well, I told Leosin that we had killed the white dragon and Dresmir, and that they still had the mask, and that the cult knew that they were meeting. So I have to imagine that Leosin warned everybody else, I hope.
Well, I mean, it's going to take more than just warning them. I mean, like, let's say we get there. We warn them. Congratulations. Now what?
Leoric?
I don't know. That's as far as I got.
Oh,
We could use some foresight here.
okay, well, what... Okay, what barriers do we think that we're gonna face into getting the help that we need to make sure, evil dragon god doesn't come back?
Well, if we assume the horn is a gathering call, we still might have time to get the masks before the ritual is complete.
Okay.
It also seems like dragons' power is somehow tied to the size of their hoard. If they're gathering gold, then if we can somehow pilfer gold away from them, it might make summoning Tiamat implausible or weaker. I don't know.
We did just take 100,000 gold from Tiamat.
Mm-hmm. That's a dent.
We should not tell them that we have 100,000 gold. I do not want to pay taxes.
Well,
So let's leave that part out.
I don't want to pay taxes.
Zach, would I have? I mean, this is a stretch. It would be a challenge, but would I be able to ascertain or surmise what the population of the dragons of the Sword Coast would be, like numerically?
Like numerically?
Like if there was a horn that summoned all dragons to an area, would I have any comprehension of how many that could be?
Do you know how many people are in the cult?
I don't like that answer.
Oh no.
You have dragons could be fuck anywhere. You even know that there's been stories about very clever dragons who can cast spells. They disguise themselves as human or humanoid and infiltrate royal processions as generals or advisors or other such.
Oh, that's right. They can transform into human form.
That's how you get half dragons sometimes.
Yes, and you've heard of both metallic and chromatic dragons doing these things. Sometimes even in the same court, just to counteract each other.
Size each other up.
See, things that come to mind are like if we know where any existing chromatic dragon layers are, we could pick them off one by one before they congregate. If we know where the horn is, or if we can track a dragon that's called to the horn, that would reveal where they are. An effort could be made to, like, let's say we go to Lord's Alliance, we get an army together, great. Where is the army going and what is it doing?
Something tells me that the Lord's Alliance has to have some level of intel. I mean, these are powerful people. We stumbled upon a bunch of information just, tripping and falling through the Sword Coast. So they have to know something.
Do you think that there is someone in Waterdeep or amongst the Lord's Alliance that could tell us where where Resmir's teleportation circle went?
I mean, that's a stretch.
I don't know how magic works, dude.
Professor Gryffindor, unless they've seen the circle before, I'll tell you.
Well, I was like, the only way there are people who can look at these formulas and backtrack where the portal will go, but they'd have to actually be presented with the formula because
Don't
it's
we have the
all.
box?
Well, wait, who has the box?
Still in
Leoric had the
room?
box.
Oh no, wait, it's in our room, yeah. Cause
Yeah, it's in our room. We
Well, if
took
we
it.
present them with it, perhaps. I know I don't have a spell of that caliber, but somebody's bound to.
So, I got the impression from Leosin that they wanted us to come to Water's Deep because they were then going to tell us they had more orders, maybe?
Wait a minute.
He does do that.
Oh, he just like summons you places to tell you to go other places?
Well, he usually sends me on errands and then doesn't contact me for a while.
Middle management.
Rude. Very rude. Like
Well,
middle
I-
management, yeah.
That can be annoying. I get it.
That's not true.
Well, I
Right, you're a Harper agent. I forgot about that.
yeah. When I look at the box that the mask was in, presumably,
Mm-hmm.
the am I able to discern what kind of teleportation spell it was? Was it more like the spell teleportation, or was it more like teleportation circle?
It was like a small teleportation circle, but like odd. It looked more like drawn with blood than it was with a chalk
Oh, so
like it was supposed to be.
and the
but-
blood wasn't consumed?
The blood wasn't consumed, but it was charred into the wood,
Oh.
almost like it was burned. Weird, looks like weird blood magic of some sort.
Oh, that's even harder to trace.
Gross.
Because it wasn't drawn using chalk, it was just smeared with blood and then enchanted. Okay. Hmm.
Well, so from where we are, Baldur's Gate and Candlekeep are both southwest. Do they have a dragon problem?
You may.
Would they have
Find out.
would they historically have a dragon problem is more of a viable question.
Well,
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate is part of the Lord's Alliance, and Candlekeep is under Boulder Gate's sphere of influence. Not sphere of influence. Candlekeep's part of Baldur's Gate. So there
I'm
may
a
be
Baldorian.
representative- There may be a representative of Candle's Keep or Baldur's Gate already at the Waterdeep Council, which you guys now see
Oh.
in the distance. Also, can Leoric and Ezra give me a performance check? I want to see how well
Yeah.
your play goes.
Yes. We've practiced all week. There were hard times, but I think it's really coming together.
Yeah, they're not very smart, so the cues are hard to link together. But if we're lucky,
Oh. I mean, there's that one kobold who's a drama queen. He's always screaming, "I'm gonna be on my trailer," and you have no idea what that means. But you guys put on an impressive display of what play do you put on? Like, you've rolled high enough to where you can pretty much do whatever you want with these kobolds.
Do Cyrano de Bergerac.
it's kind of like a Cobalt Don Quixote story.
Oh,
Donkey.
The musical.
classic.
The music.
There's love, there's betrayal, and there are
There's screaming at windmills.
occasionally. The two of the kobolds, one stands on top of the other and waves his arms around like a windmill. And we all learn something. I don't know what it is, but everyone gets something different.
We'll learn something. All right, awesome, cool. As the castle floats over Waterdeep, you see all the guards who, a few of them actually ride griffins, and they come up onto the side, kind of in the lower courtyard, and go, "Whose castle is this? What the fuck is going on?"
You guys get griffins. Can we have one?
They look at you and who the fuck are you guys?
Professor Herbaceous Gryffindor of Candlekeep. Hi, PhD.
Wait,
I pointed our giant friend. It's his castle, and we're here to meet with the Lord's Alliance. So, like, maybe stop being an asshole.
okay. Oh, you're those guys.
Yeah, Leosin's people.
Laosan's people. Are you? Do any of you have like a group name? Something we can all call you.
Um, we haven't really had time. There's been a lot of murder happening.
Right.
Mostly in self-defense.
Yeah, no, not like cultists and stuff.
It's exclusively self-defense, almost.
And, yeah.
Up to this point, we've been individual agents kind of working together toward a mutual interest, but maybe you raise a good point. I mean, if this group continues...
Well then, I guess we're gonna have to. He jumps. His griffin kind of jumps off the castle and flies back down, and they fly back up with empty griffins with no riders, and they kind of like lands next to you, and there's about enough to fit everyone, and you guys hop onto the griffins.
Oh.
And then fly down towards the largest palace in Waterdeep, which sits upon the highest hill.
It's pretty dope.
It is what is it called?
I want to try out my new wings.
Your new wings?
Yeah.
I mean, you could fly. You could definitely outfly a griffin. I don't
Yeah.
think griffins have a lot of flying. They do have flying speed, but they're not as fast as you.
I'm gonna do it.
Wait, how long has she been able to do that? Could she fly this whole time?
No.
Wait, is she a... Hold on a minute. Infernal studies. Do tieflings grow wings?
Tieflings have been known to mutate, and infernal blood is unpredictable. So,
I was about to accuse this person of being a Cambion.
tiefling over the lifespan, tieflings could have weird mutations where they grow 2 sets of horns and then 4 sets of horns. Can suddenly have 2 tails instead of 1, or have hoofed.
I was about to ask. I was like, interesting. You've got your horns. When do the hooves come in?
Oh no. It would be so hard to do martial arts on hooves.
Imagine how much more your kicks would hurt, though.
That's true.
Is that something we should worry about?
I don't think. Maybe. I don't know.
I think this is just nature taking its course.
Take his course.
I got hit
Nature?
with a lot of dragon breath, and was pretty close to death. And then I woke up the next day and had these things. And they're huge. They're apparently another half as tall as me.
Wait, before the dragons, we fought vampires? And you got bit a lot. And
Oh, that's...
you almost died then, too. So,
Oh no.
I don't know what this means.
Anybody have any holy water?
Oh, actually, yeah.
Wait, what?
Put some on me.
I use like a drop of holy water for my bless spell every time I use it. Yoop. And it
I'm not
splashes.
a fire. I don't think.
It stings a little bit. But other than that,
Do you want us to holy smite you?
I,
See what happens.
Okay, well, if you get any weird cravings, let us know.
I think my cravings are still the same.
Okay.
For you, at least.
okay, I did look at this flying speed for griffins, 80 feet per second, or 80 feet instead of 60. What, you can keep up. Anyway, you guys go to the Lord's Palace.
I like Griffin.
And you guys land at the keep where you see Leosin, who looks like he's been freshly summoned in this sudden appearance of a giant flying castle. And he goes, so you guys have acquired the help of a giant, of a storm giant.
Yeah,
We helped him out of a funk.
we killed a vampire and a white dragon. To
And
do
who's
it.
this? He's kind of points at Lem, and he goes, you've met a friend along the way.
Yeah, Lem, this is Leosin.
Hello, Leosin.
We would
My name
likely
is
be
Mike
dead
Dempsey.
if it weren't for this large fellow right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Makes
Good.
excellent mushrooms.
good to know. Hello, Lem. My name is Leosin. Oh fuck, what's his full name? Leosin Erlanther.
Oh, are we doing full names? My name is Mycelium, but you can call me Lem.
Mycelium, like mushroom stuff.
Mhm.
Yes, like the mushroom network that travels underneath the planet's crust. Yes, just like that. Yes.
Okay. Good to have you here, Lem. We could actually have all the help we can get. Um, you did get my message. I've tried to update the council as much as I can. We have more lords, more of representatives pouring into Waterdeep every day. I might as well just lead you to the council chambers. Follow me right this way.
Is there
And
gonna be
he
a party?
not not so much as unless you count a party as screaming matches on who should do what.
Fair.
I prestidigitate myself into my finest.
Okay.
I want to be clean and fresh.
Okay. So he leads you into the Lord's Palace, this large castle at the top, on top of the highest hill in Waterdeep. Inside, you see various. You pass through various rooms. One of them seems to be just a whole bunch of noblemen, screaming at each other about about what's going on. You hear one guy scream about a dragon attacked my keep, took my daughter, and all my fucking gold. And another one is just screams about how his extended family has absconded to who knows where to join the cult of the dragons. And you guys quickly exit that room. He's like, those are just the nobles. They're freaking out, as they should be. We're
Mm-hmm.
kind of under duress. And he leads you into a study. And the study looks. You have to excuse me. The council. They like to keep their privacy. And he pulls a book off the shelf, off one of the shelves off of a bookcase, and it doesn't come off the shelf. It just and you see the bookcase just sink into the wall, and then slide right to the left, and you see large armored guards on the other side. He goes, these are the adventurers the council wishes to talk to, and you're guided inside. Inside, you see a dark, round room with a large round table and a pillar of light kind of spilling out into the center and hitting a refractory dodecahedron sort that kind of spreads light around the rest of the room. And already at the tables, I gotta change where you guys are at. Already sitting at the tables is a young elven woman wearing all black, and she has got a black, what's it called? What's the thing that you use
A
to cover your
veil?
face? A veil, a
Veil?
black veil over her face. Very obviously, she is in mourning. There's also Onthar in his full fuck, what's it called? Paladin, like
Regalia?
regalia, but like almost his fanciest armor set that he has. You also see a not so young, also fully armored human male, about in his 40s, and another human, oh, much older, in his like late 60s. And though the the elven woman is quiet, the seems to be having a discussion with the other two. And then Leosin goes, "You'll have to excuse me. I'm not allowed in here. You will discuss the your findings, I guess, when the rest of our council shows." And he excuses himself outside the room. Pretty much everyone at the table stands up. There's only 4 of them so far, and Anthar goes, "Friends, you're still alive."
Anthar! Yeah. It was
Yeah.
a thing.
Where have you been? It's been months since I last saw you.
Well,
What haven't we done?
You know what?
y-
Yeah, that sounds like a lot to
Yeah.
discuss with just the 4 of us here. The council's not even. There's many other empty chairs. The council's not even fully here yet. So how about we wait until they arrive? Where are my manners? As you know, I'm on our Anthar representative of the what is it? Order of the Gauntlet. This and actually, Ezra, you notice the woman in black. This is Ramalia Haventree. She is now leader of the Harpers. She
I'm
stands up.
I'm like bowing before her as she stands up. Oh, no apologies.
She stands up and I was never told an agent of the Harpers was part of your group. Thank you.
Relatively new, but happy to be a part of the organization and to do more good in the world. Ezra is my name. Sorry, apologies.
Ezra, I'm Ramalia Haventree.
I know.
My friends here, you have Taryn Hornblade, representative of the. Hold on, I have to scroll down a lot to get to him.
Box text.
Box text? Well, I don't have box
Control
text. I have like campaign allies
I have paragraph text.
section. The Lord's Alliance section of this thing is fucking huge. Actually, I think Professor Gryffindor, you probably better know this old man as Thunderspells.
People just call him Thunderspells.
Thunderspells Hornblade. Where is my? This is Tarn Hornblade. The old man kind of just nods his head, doesn't stand up, and this is Sir Istavel. And he stands up and kind of gives you a bow of some sort. Both of them represent, Sir Tarn represents Silvery Moon, and Sir Istavel represents Cormyr.
Cormyr. Thunderspells, it's an honor to meet you in person.
Professor Gryffindor, is that you?
Oh, you recognize me? I do hope you've read my work. I've read yours.
Are you still spending your tenure in Castlekeep or Candlekeep?
Well, as of late, I've gone on some expeditions for them. I haven't been in Candlekeep per se, but I'm still affiliated.
All right, all right. The rest of you look mighty.
Insight check.
Insight.
I'm like analyzing them, and I'm like, are one of these people a secret dragon?
Give me an insight check.
Especially thunder spells. How good am I at insight? I'm okay. 14.
14. Well, you look at him. You look at thunder spells. You look him down, up and down. And he's the same old codger who probably taught you everything you know about magic a good 1,200 years ago, or however old you are.
200 years ago. No, about 100. I'm only about 100 years into magic.
100. You're only 100 years of magic.
Pretty
Fuck.
fresh.
I didn't start practicing magic until I was about 500.
Well, thunder spells is about 304. So even though he's human.
Well, you know, get good enough at magic.
I kind of. Oh, sorry.
Just like Ramalia is like, I suppose the rest of our council is not behind you.
I didn't see anybody else.
They are late.
Or waylaid?
Sir Estival then stands up. They were probably distracted by the giant flying castle our adventurers flew in on.
It's a really wonderful way to travel.
Yeah, you kind of sound jealous.
And you hear another voice come in from the entrance. Of course you'd be jealous. You come in from a flying castle, I would be jealous. And then you see this guy pop up.
Oh! Older Ravengard.
Those of you who are native to Baldur's Gate which I think would be Leoric and Professor, who you both come from Candlekeep, I think.
I'm from Neverwinter.
You're from Neverwinter. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're from Neverwinter. Other side of the continent.
Yeah, I'm
But
waiting for Dagnall to show up.
Baldurians would definitely recognize the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate. As he then takes a seat next to like the little thing that says Alder Ravengard, Baldur's Gate, he flips it up and he goes, "I don't believe we've made acquaintance. My name is Alder Ravengard. I'm the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate, and I may have had a contingent in the Nine Hells 2 years ago. Do not ask me about it. It was a traumatic experience."
It is an honor to be in your presence, our Grand Duke.
It's an honor to be in yours. This is the second time I've seen adventurers do stupid, crazy shit.
Well, that's what we're for, right?
Well then, another voice pops in from the entrance. Well then, I hope their stupid, crazy shit actually gets stuff done. And an older elf, not as old as Professor Gryffindor, but enough to have a streak of white hair and his black, very long hair in armor, and he's got various amounts of swords on his belt. He walks in arrogantly, a bit like nose high. What, do I not get a introduction? Oh, Alder pipes up. Sorry, Your Highness. This is King Melendrock. He is the representative of the Misty Forests. And then another guy pops in. Dwarvish man. Large, double beard. Kind of and he's not the only one who decided to show up. My name is Ambassador Conrad Anvil. I am a former king of the Mithril Hall, and I am a representative of it now. And some of us You hear another quiet voice pop out from behind you guys, closer to the darkness. Some of us prefer it to be more quiet. And you see this guy, Dalen Winterhound, representative of the Emerald Enclave. He kind of gives a nod to Lem, saying, like, good to see a druid here, or someone who is of the natural order. This man is very much of the wilds, doesn't like to be in cities much. A ranger of the Emerald Enclave, if you will. And finally, Leoric, you would recognize this character as he pops in. Dagult Neverember.
Even the great protectors here.
Never remember?
Never
Ember. Never Ember. That's it.
Yes.
That's his name.
Never remember.
Lord Dagult Neverember, the High Lord of Neverwinter, or Lord Protector of Neverwinter.
No kidding.
And now we just wait here for, I guess, Waterdeep's own representative. You hear a quiet voice pop in and go, "I'm already here." She turns visible after taking off a ring. And she's sitting at almost at the head of the table. Welcome to Waterdeep, everyone. I believe we are all here. Would you like to sit down and discuss all the findings our friends here have found, I guess? May the first council of Waterdeep begin. She picks up a hammer and or a gavel and hits it on the little thingy. I believe introductions of myself are in order. My name is Lady Lariel Silverhand, and I am the Open Lord of Waterdeep.
I liked your entrance.
Thank you. I also like my entrance. Now, if your group can give us a kind of an update on what you've been doing.
Well, we killed a white dragon like 4 days ago.
Starts.
It's a good opener.
Older Ravenguard just goes, "You killed a what?"
An adult white dragon.
King Melanach, you killed an adult white
Yeah.
dragon.
We
His
turned
name
it
was
into
Glacio?
a turtle and threw it off of a castle.
Yeah.
I like look at the professor like, is this really how we're going to explain this? Just like,
Well,
The
in,
same flying-
in literary class, you know, you need to have a hook at the start, and this is one hell of a hook.
nice.
This
Yeah,
is
that one.
one hell of a hook. Holy fuck. Remelia pipes in and goes, "So you've killed one of their dragons. Do you know how many they have?"
Up
How
in the
many
air.
colors is Tiamat?
We have done thorough research in Candlekeep and Draconic studies, and we've tried to observe them, and therefore we've tried to track how many dens we can find to study them in their home habitats, but the number is more than we can count.
So you have no idea.
No.
Right.
Under the
Exactly.
horn.
But we did kill one of their generals, or lieutenants. Also, Resmir, the Black.
You killed a worm speaker.
The Worm Speaker, yeah. And we know who one of the other people in charge. We know a couple of the other people.
Alice
that
the
high
White.
up. Yeah, Talus the White. And then there's also a dwarf fellow whose name escapes me because it's way back in my notes.
I think I gave you the name Verum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, we have a list here from Ramalia pipes up. We have a list here from Leosin. He pretty much has been tracking you via divination magic, with the help of other wizards under my order. What we have seen you do is a lot of things. Um, Dagalt then takes a piece of paper and says, "You found a dragon hatchery?"
Yeah.
We have an egg. I forgot about that.
You a lot of them are now, they were astounded. A, you killed a white dragon. B, you got a flying castle. C, you have a dragon egg. Taryn just goes, I don't think it was. Are you sure it was smart to take a dragon egg, Professor? It's just.
I was, we have slowed down its development process so that we have time to get it to Candlekeep for proper observation. Plus,
Never,
if dragons were to pursue the egg, it would give us a means of drawing them in. But we have it stored on a demi-plane, so it would be more difficult to track.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Older Ravengard kind of pops in and goes, "So you plan to take that egg to my domain and possibly put more of my citizens in danger?"
It's not there right now, is it?
I hope it isn't.
It's right here.
Where is it? You literally.
I literally pulled the egg. No, it's right here.
No, it's right here. Lady Silverhand, I'm on it. She snaps her hands, and you see several, like above you, the large domed room. Several rooms glow up, and then she just kind of, after snapping her fingers, she's like, "Okay, we can now breathe a sigh of relief. No divination magic of any kind can now find us."
Are dragons known for divination magic and tracking?
Well, dragons are innate spellcasters, so you have no fucking idea. Maybe, possibly, if they learn the spell.
Well,
We've got a lot of cultists.
I'll put the egg back in the bag. I assume I had it. I don't know why. I don't know who had it. Well, yes, we killed a dragon, but that's not ultimately what matters here. What matters is they have the 5 relic masks that will be used to ritual summon Tiamat to this plane, which I think all of us have a common interest in preventing. Now, we don't have the resources to stop it, but you do.
Hold on. You see Taryn pipe in again. Ritual masks.
I'll do an illustration on in my sketchbook and show them a mask.
You could usually you just draw out the one mask you know. 'Cause
The
each
one I
mask
know. Yeah.
Which one was that?
I had the white one.
You had the white one, which is easy to draw out. It literally looks like a white dragon with the single horn sticking out, and the fin.
Each one would look different from this. The Candlekeep had purveyance of 1.
Oh, right. I remember Candlekeep had a dragon's mask. What were you doing with a dragon's mask? Silverhand just kind of asks plainly. Just why? Also, why is it needed that dragon masks? Why do they want to bring Tiamat to our plane?
Tiamat is a god to many in this plane, believe it or not. Much like how there are clerics who are given gifts of power and authority in the ranks of Tyr, Tiamat gives power and authority to those who Tyr would not grant.
Oh, okay.
If you can't get your power and authority from a good guy, you can always get it from a bad guy.
More readily from a bad guy, usually.
And they're true zealots that follow this person. We met Talus the White. You should have seen the way they were looking at Vaughn.
I think a lot of their um, interest in dragons might run towards the perhaps more physical plane than power in some cases.
The physical plane.
Yeah, like intimately.
They want to fornicate with Vaughn.
We
Oh,
don't
and
want to
dragons.
kink shame here.
No, no, but they are definitely, they've expressed some sexual interest in dragons.
Oh,
But that's
interesting.
besides the point.
Okay. Okay.
In any case,
Um,
we don't know where they are, but we do suspect that they've blown the Drakhorn.
Rico horn.
The Drakhorn, Terran may know from his studies, but the Drakhorn is an ancient relic from Tiamat herself that is meant to rally the dragons to one location, and we believe that it has been called. So I ask again, what is
Actually,
your
that-
plan?
King Malandrag pipes in. That explains the feeling of foreboding that I've had for the last couple of days.
Yeah. Awful, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. So, what about? So you were able to. It looks like you were able to receive assistance, at least somewhat, from the giants.
Just those ones out there in the castle.
Just those ones.
Hmm.
Can we possibly get more assistance? Um, you know, the more resources we have on our side, probably the better, because we're still fighting dragons.
Yeah, Lord Gothkis doesn't think that the Storm King is going to be particularly moved to the plight of smaller creatures. So,
Wonderful.
yeah,
Um, so you were able to Silvery Hand asks for basically a summary. You were able to capture at least one egg from the dragon hatchery. You were able to capture the Skyreach Castle, is what you called it.
Indeed.
we also discovered how they were getting the gold from the caravans um, to where the cult was amassing a hoard for Tiamat.
Oh, okay.
They had a logistics network right under your nose.
Looks like they've been enslaving local communities, frogs, lizards, getting anyone to do their bidding that they can subjugate.
This is a lot to consider. Where were they taking the gold? Like you mentioned, the report mentions you traveled pretty much from Baldur's Gate all the way up to Waterdeep, and then we kind of lost contact with you between Waterdeep and Neverwinter.
There's a way station where they gather the construction material, and the orc in charge there is in with the cultists, I think just for money, but then there's a trapdoor, and that's where we followed the tunnels.
And I
Dagal
believe
pipes in. They're using my construction project to move gold.
Yeah.
And I believe there was a teleportation circle of some kind that led to Parnast, I think? It got confusing once we took flight. I lost track of where we
It
were.
was it wasn't a circle. It was a little portal.
Literal portal.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you took a portal to Parnast. Great. Great. There's a fucking portal in my domain leading to Parnast. And a dragon cult is using it to move gold.
I imagine what we found was just one of likely many. We were able to defeat, to infiltrate and then defeat this small fraction, but I get the sense that it's only a dent in a much larger suit of armor.
Is there anything else that you can tell us? Do the dragon cultists have any allies?
Willing allies?
More not slaves, more like other factions, like the Red Wizards.
Oh, we saw some red wizards. We killed. I think the Professor Gryffindor kind of killed one, and I killed the other one. They're the ones that are planning um, the ceremony that's going to bring back Tiamat, and they said it was going to take a lot of blood and a lot of gold, and they could maybe do it in the next 6 months if they killed a lot of people to do it.
The being from Neverwinter,
Mhm.
where they've had run-ins with the Red Wizards of Thay, would I make any connections?
Like between the cult and the Red Wizards,
Yeah.
they
Like-
could be helping each other.
Okay.
Either way, everyone here of these many factions, they break out into discussions saying how the Red Wizards of Thay are helping them. Just kind of screaming at each other about the various situations and setbacks that you people have had. One of them, actually, Romelia, kind of keeps your attention and goes, "What happened? You said you killed a worm speaker."
Mm-hmm.
One, I'm happy another dragon cultist is dead. They assassinated my husband, the previous open lord of Waterdeep. The assassination was like a week ago.
I'm so sorry.
But I'm saddened that you weren't able to capture him. If we could capture and then interrogate these worm speakers, or even the Red Wizards, or any of the inner circle of these people, we could find out where they are from, maybe possibly who's in charge of the cult.
Well, I don't think Resmir was the right choice because she was a literal cleric of Tiamat, and seemed particularly unlikely to turn. There is a really shitty one named Talus the White that we could probably break.
Be the only lead.
Yeah, we haven't met the Varen yet, so I don't know about his character. I mean, other than the evil part.
Well-
Varen in particular is the one who was withholding the masks.
Yes, he has the mask. Oh, show her the box that had the mask.
There's a box?
I slammed the box on the desk. On the table.
After you slam the box, all the shouting stops, and they notice the box, and they're like, the old wizard, Thunder, what's his name? Thunder Spells goes, "Professor, what is that?" He's not
This
Russian.
is a. This box was enchanted by Resmir to activate on upon her death. Unfortunately, we killed her before we could open the box and see what was inside. But I presume that it was the Black Mask. The Black Mask. And wherever this Black Mask was teleported to, it was either teleported to the dwarf or to the location of Tiamat's ritual. Either way, I don't think the dwarf was too far from the ritual site.
I mean, let me see the box. And he takes it and he kind of like casts a spell over it. And he goes, blood magic. You're right. Would be impossible to trace. He kind of looks.
However, do we people that we've met? Is there anybody that we've met that we suspect would be at the ritual?
Anyone here, or like?
Well, anybody that we've met in the past that would be at the ritual. So Resmir's dead.
Talus?
Talus herself.
Yeah.
Talus is the only one, right? We haven't met anybody else.
Talus,
Maybe-
Bill.
Maybe the blue dragon, but that's a stretch.
You killed him.
Yeah.
He's dead.
The
Yeah.
blue dragon?
Oh no, not the blue dragon.
Blue dragon.
Like the blue dragon that attacked Green Nest.
Yeah. Would the blue dragon be
no.
at the ritual site?
Maybe.
It's been called by the horn. Because the thing is if we can acquire a means of using scry or locate person, if we're close enough, like scrying would be the best option here to at least get an idea of where they're at and and listen to their conversation and see them. I don't have the scry spell, but if we were to acquire that, we could scry on Talus or the blue dragon that we came in contact with.
Maybe you wouldn't happen to know the name of the blue dragon?
I can't remember if the dragon announced its name when it fought us at the wall.
I definitely don't remember ever saying his name.
Well, we have Talus.
You mentioned the Lord of Waterdeep was assassinated earlier this week. Were the assassins caught? Could we question them on perhaps?
Remalia goes, no, but the dagger that killed him had a 5-headed dragon on it.
So they're likely still in Waterdeep then.
Most likely.
Ezra just gets a little more on guard.
We do know the name of the dwarf, though.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make him a scry target?
Very much so. I can possibly do that, but I don't think I really need to. Now, do I, Remalia? You don't. She then kind of like moves some papers aside and pulls out some new ones, and says, "So I've had the Harpers search pretty much far and wide for anyone who fits the cultist description. Purple robes, a lot of dragon motifs. You know the look." Leosin reports to me that the white has been spotted in oh fuck, what is the place called? Has been spotted near the hills of the Serpent. Just south of the moor, of the Great Moor.
That's excellent news.
Yes, it is. But other than that information, I know of nothing. Now, I do have one more question for you. You have one egg. One of the dragon eggs. Were there any others in that hatchery that you found?
There were 2 and we destroyed them.
And can they hatch any more?
No.
Good. Then I'll count that as hatchery smashed.
So I did just recall that there may be a perhaps less savory ally, enemy of our enemy, who offered us some sort of slimy aid along the way. Do you guys remember Gleam Silver? The halfling with the very fetching hat? Yeah. The Zentorm Syndicate? They really don't like the dragon cultists, mostly because they don't like them taking all the gold. But needs must, I suppose. I thought that might be information that you all would appreciate at the very least.
And then there's a kind of almost a whisper from the darkness of the room. Be careful what you talk about, darling. You may speak the devil's name, and she may appear.
Oh, you fucker.
Henny, did you just summon her?
It's now that you see a like very pale tiefling with uh, dark, dark makeup over thick mascara, not mascara, like
Eyeshadow?
eyeshadow over her eyes, and she just sits while watching everyone. Hello, all. My name is Ryan Nightshade, and I'm here to represent the Zentarum Syndicate.
Do you officially get a seat on this council?
Do I, Remelia? Remelia goes, she does. We need all the allies we can get, and the Zentarum have... Well, they have assets that we can all use.
Practical. Well, Remelia, since you have a lead, would your suggestion be to pursue this lead?
Yes, my suggestion would be to pursue Verum the White, but... we know of... I'm thinking more and more about that, the Drakehorn.
Yeah.
Every day since you guys remember, every day since that first sounding, it's been sounding at the exact same time, almost at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Just every day you get this feeling of dread, and we do know one thing. I have reports here of the last known location of the Drakehorn.
What? How do you know that?
The Harpers know a lot.
I look at Ezra.
Not one of the ones that knows a lot.
This
Have you
is
been holding out on me,
this is
bitch?
this is where Ryan speaks up and goes, "It wasn't the Harpers who found it." Remelia gives Ryan a like stinging eye and then a stink eye, and then goes back to talking. Either way, the last known location of the Drakehorn was far to the north, in the Sea of Moving Ice.
That's not where the sound is coming from.
Yes, but it could lead you to clues of where the Drakehorn is now, or maybe even another a portal that they could be using. I have an agent in the north. Her name is Makath the Crimson. I do not know if she's alive, but she also told me that the that there may be dragon activity up there as well. Something called a boreal dragon may have awoken up. I'm not sure.
Professor, is that bad?
Boreal dragons tend to be of the ice variety, I believe.
Give
Right.
me an Arcana check, Professor.
Professor Gryffindor is smarter than I am.
Hmm.
16. Zach froze up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dragon got him.
A boreal dragon is basically a white dragon that learned how to use fire.
Oh!
Oh, I probably wouldn't go unconscious quite so quickly.
Is it a white dragon that can use fire? Is that what you said?
It's like akin to a white dragon. They're not really scaly. They're more fur covered dragons. And whereas white dragons use an ice breath, boreal dragons use a fire breath.
It's a northern dragon that uses fire, whereas they
A
usually
woolly
use ice.
mammoth dragon.
Which makes a lot more sense for white dragons, because if you're a white dragon and you try to hunt things in a cold environment which are resistant to cold damage,
Let's track.
That's just
Evolution.
nature at work, baby.
it's
Yeah.
just nature at work.
So, Makath is near Neverwinter?
No, much farther north.
In the Dale,
This farther still.
beyond. Oh.
Though the Dale may be your next location,
I wouldn't mind a trip home.
but she does also offer possibly help from the Arcane Brotherhood. And you hear Tarn go, the Arcane Brotherhood. We don't need their help or their kind.
Kind are they?
Imagine a university like Candlekeep or Cormyr, a place where magic strives and thrives, but they don't limit their students. Like, Professor, when was the last time you saw a necromancer in Candlekeep?
Never.
Never. There are many necromancers, there are many blood mages, all sorts
see.
of...
They are disreputable arcanists.
Yes, mages of ill repute.
Disgusting.
I don't say anything, but I do remember that Lem made an awful lot of zombies the first time we met him.
We also traveled with a folk who once created an undead or two.
Yeah.
I mean, Lem does it through weird mushroom things. That's
Well,
like
The thing
mushroom
is,
zombification.
yeah,
I mean,
that's not the
I
same.
don't say this out loud. I'm just thinking this.
Poor Billy.
Yeah. So the consensus of this esteemed council is that we six need to take ourselves far beyond Icewind Dale to find out where this horn came from and / has gone.
Well, it's the priority to find and capture Verum.
With that, we are going to leave to you. Both actions really need to be dealt with, and you may have time to do both. Verum seems to be staying. My agents tell me he stays in oh fuck, what is that town called? He stays in a place called Borskar Bridge. Next to the Hill of the Serpent. The Hills of the Serpent.
In the what bridge?
Here, let me...
Borskar Bridge.
Here's how you spell it. Also, if you guys see me distracted, it's because I am, I'm counting, your marks towards the council. So, like, I literally have to keep track of how much each NPC likes you or not.
What? That's great.
So funny.
All right, well, all things considered, it sounds like if we could capture a high-ranking member of the dragon cult, such as Verum, since we have a lead on him, that it would be an invaluable information asset. From there, we might travel far, far north and tackle the winter there. But who knows? If we capture Verum, it might open up other leads that are higher priority than chasing down some dragon hole.
Well, either way, Lady Silverhand kind of takes over and just says, "Either way, both these tasks, I hope that you will handle. It'd be easier if your group really had a name."
We'll work on it, but I'm curious, what will you all be doing in the background? Should we expect to have some support, or
Older Raven Guard will go, "We'll be gathering our forces. Though I do not know if we can actually spare any at the time. Not until you find the location of wherever the cult maybe calls home.
can I make a?
I don't want to leave Baldur's Gate vulnerable." And Dulgart kind of chimes in, and goes, "Agreed. I don't want to do the same to Neverwinter."
I might make a suggestion to the council.
Yes?
It seems as though whatever they're planning, they're going to need a large amount of gold and other goods to make it possible.
Mm.
Now, I know that it would be troublesome, economically speaking, but putting a freeze on large assets, trade coming in and out of these large cities, might help to slow down some of their activities, in the same way that they were using the Lord Protector's construction sites to move gold around. Maybe if we slowed down trade routes, the cultists wouldn't be able to move so freely.
Dagult thinks about it and he goes, "I'm hesitant." And then you hear Ryan goes, "You're really going to take the answer from an adventurer? He wants to slow down trade. You know how much of the Zentarum is important or is as a hand in trade? We cannot do that. You know how much money and gold we would lose?" And then Dagult goes, "Silent switch. They've been using my construction project, my infrastructure improvement. I was going to freely connect Waterdeep and Neverwinter, so that way we can freely trade instead of going around the North Way. And now, either way."
Well, if
We
it
should
makes
put-
you feel better, they didn't take any of the construction materials. They just hid the gold amongst the construction materials.
I mean, still, they've sullied my name in the name of Neverwinter.
It is pretty gross. They're terrible.
Well, let's also
Yeah.
compare the economic losses of suppressed trade with the aftermath of a chromatic conclave. Chroma conclave.
Not to mention the amount that the Dragon Cult has done in damages to trade route in a number of the rural and smaller countryside areas. That's where they've been pillaging this whole time. If we can get this whole thing under control, then money will flow freely. But what do I know?
Luriark, give me a persuasion check. With advantage, with that little thing you just said.
I don't have guidance.
Okay.
Oh, damn, 221s. All right.
Wow.
All right. Most of the leaders of the of around the table just grumble and go, "We're fine. We'll put a hold on trade, or not a hold. We'll increase security around our borders. Maybe even start searching carts as they leave and enter the our cities. That'll make it at least harder for the cult to move materials throughout our their gold throughout our lands." Is there any other questions, comments, or or concerns that anyone have for these adventurers? If not, then we should excuse them. They have other means, other things that need to do.
Thunder spells. You wouldn't happen to have a sending stone by chance, would you?
I mean, yes, but why do you ask?
Imagine your heroic party of 6 go out and they hunt down the dwarf and they find the ritual site and they do all the stuff. And then we have to write a letter and send a pigeon to your ass. Also, what if Ramalia's scouts find something that's pertinent for our knowledge?
You do know that sending stones are locked to one other stone, right?
Precisely.
I have one. Where do you think the other one is?
With me.
No, not with you. It's back in Cormier. Also, this guy only has 3. Lady Silverhand then raises her hand, and then she goes, "Don't worry. This is where my expertise came in. I always think ahead, I guess." And then she kind of like pulls this a small chest out from seemingly nowhere, opens it, and inside is this sending stone. And she hands it over to Professor Gryffindor and places the receiving one that would be you guys basically talk to it, and they hear from the other side. The receiving one at the center of the table.
Excellent. Lady Silverhand? Lord Silverhand? That's some good thinking.
There is no Lord Silverhand.
Laryl Silverhand. Whatever the fuck your name is.
He is going senile.
So many titles at this. So many titles at this table.
There's Lady Silverhand, Open Lord of Neverwinter, or no, not Neverwinter. Open Lord of Waterdeep.
Open Lord, so you are Lord.
Daggalt Neverember.
Lord
Lord
Protector.
Protector of Neverwinter. Sir Esteville, who's been very quiet because I haven't figured out his voice yet. I gotta like keep a thing open so that way I know where they're from.
He
Because
looks
never
like King
mentioned
Arthur. He speaks like King Arthur.
How does King Arthur speak?
British.
British? I don't want to talk British. No, you can't make me.
So, do any of these highfalutin people seem particularly unimpressed?
Dragony?
Well, I was just going to say particularly unimpressed or like they do not agree with the consensus of the group.
Everyone seems to be on the same side, except for the only one person who is unimpressed is Ryan, who's just sitting there and kind of like eyeing you guys. You've just literally convinced the basically the world over to be like, "Hey, how do you slow down trade for a little while?" And then
Okay.
she doesn't look happy.
Probably never looks happy.
Conrad has been quite... And King Melindrak has been quiet, too.
King Melindrak has been. Oh yeah, he's gonna be quiet.
Seems like he seethes at a
Can
hobby.
I wonder if it's obvious. Is it obvious?
What?
Is it obvious? I kind of want to cast Detect Thoughts on King Melindrak.
Does it have somatic?
The thing is
material
I want to bet you that Thunder Spells is going to notice at the very least.
If I can do it as a racial trait.
Yeah, but don't you have to, like, punch them to do it?
No.
Wait. Didn't you just trade in your racial traits to like?
Oh.
No,
to
I
get
traded
wings?
in my feet for the other feet.
Oh, okay.
I took it as a feat instead of Tavern Brawler.
You know, out of curiosity, and this is really just curiosity killing the cat here, more than one person has appeared from the shadows or from invisible. Is there anyone else that we should be acquainted with here?
Hi, I'm Red Jack. No, no.
Oh, damn it! I wish I read
I
the
don't know.
spell in advance. I didn't realize that this is how it works. So for a minute, I can spend 6 seconds analyzing you, 6 seconds analyzing you,
Yeah.
6 seconds analyzing it. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just see what I can hear.
All right, who are you gonna focus on though?
I'm gonna start on the most inscrutable, like the ones who haven't spoken the most. I'll start with the inscrutable ones, and I'm
The
not
one-
gonna
Well, the
probe
one you
super-
know that you hasn't spoken the most would be Dalen, and he's a ranger.
So okay, he just doesn't want to be inside anymore.
Yeah.
Fair.
I think the king's thoughts are most pertinent.
Okay, I will. Yeah, since he was sort of snarky at me earlier, and I find that intriguing, I'll sort of focus on him. But I'm not gonna probe too deeply because I don't want him to know that I'm doing it.
Why did I think that I wouldn't have to give these guys stats? Give me a sec.
I can hear his surface level thoughts.
You
about
weren't
him.
prepared for us to fight the council?
He doesn't
I
have-
didn't think you guys would try to cast spells or stuff like that.
We should totally fight the council.
Please don't fight the council. That would be great.
He doesn't have to make a save unless I try and get his deeper thoughts.
He doesn't have to make a save. Okay.
No, I can hear surface level thoughts.
Surface level thoughts are quite arrogant.
So just like, as he's thinking to himself at the table, like what is he saying in his head?
Yeah.
He is saying in his head is like the fate of the entire Sword Coast is in the hands of these people.
That's so rude.
So he's rightfully unimpressed with us. mostly.
And then he's rightfully unimpressed, but also he's like though they did just say they slayed a white dragon. Maybe there's more to them than I thought. And then you don't hear him. How long does this happen?
It takes I can do it for a minute.
You can do it for a minute.
And I can change, every 6 seconds you can change it, if you
All
want.
right. Well, he then kind of stops thinking about just right here at the table and starts thinking about. I wonder what my sons are doing right now. Alagathus is probably on his own pursuits, and Naren Vane ran off with the cult a while ago.
Hey.
I'm hoping they don't run into him.
Okay.
They've already killed one of their leaders. Maybe they'll spare the rest. I'm hoping.
Like
And that's,
making eyes at Ezra.
That's pretty much all you get,
Okay.
because the rest is just arrogant elf bullshit.
Okay. Once he starts thinking arrogant elf bullshit, if I have any amount of time left, I'm gonna see if I can figure out how likely and how soon Rayan is going to try and murder us.
Oh, Ryan. Oh, give me a
Yeah.
second.
Just like with whatever time I have left, I just want to hear if she is currently planning on killing us.
Okay. Um. Well, she is hard to read. Right now, her thoughts are this. I can't believe Lord Neverember summoned me to this council. Invited me, even. Though this lackluster group of adventurers doesn't look like much. We'll have to find ways to use them later.
Okay.
When Leoric gives me that look, I establish a psychic connection with him, and we'll say him, Rain, or whatever her name was,
Ryan?
and Ryan, and so I'll say I also do it with Haven Tree,
And Haventree?
or
Can you just
whatever
do
the
it with
Harper leader was.
or not Raventree. What's her name? Yeah, Haventree.
Yeah.
Remalia. You could call her Remy.
Remy. Yeah, but Leoric, was there something you wanted to say?
Oh, thank gosh. I've been trying to get your attention for so long.
Sorry, there's a lot going on. I get distracted.
Only like you and I can hear it right now.
Yes,
this
yes,
is
yes.
okay,
2
so-
hours, me and you, and there's a few others who I might
So
speak
you
with,
are a harper.
yes,
and
that's correct.
So you got the end with Romalia, right?
Yes, I work with them, for them, and they're good people.
Oh, okay. They did just say they were single. I mean, 1 week is kind of a short grieving period, but maybe we'll plant the seed now. You done any like wingman kind of thing like that?
No, that's not Remy. That was the Open Lord of Waterdeep.
I'm pretty sure that was Remy.
Silverhair, I
Great.
believe. It's the
Which one's the
newbie
widow?
note.
Remy is the widow.
Remy is the widow. Oh no! This is horrible.
Am I the harper or are you?
I am turning red. Like Ezra's not moving at all, but his face just goes red for a second.
All right. Well, if you want to introduce me later, that's fine.
Yes,
Ezra?
of course.
I will say you feel no connection to Ryan.
Okay, neat.
Yeah, just nothing. You
Yeah.
It's like you hit a wall, literally.
Totally. Yeah, I kind of just shake my head after I try to establish something with her. That's a good idea, Leoric. Though she is a wonderful woman, and if you plan on hurting her in any way, I will be upset.
For political reasons.
I understand, but a bit of a romantic, and I don't exactly approve of wooing for ulterior motives. I understand these are grave times.
Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. Ezra, you've heard it. It was a line in our play.
It was.
The
Oh,
punchline.
God.
Think about it.
Don't get me started. After all of this, I promise we could bring that to Waterdeep and do it on the big way.
We're going on tour. Think about it.
And I've been working
Are
on
y'all
another
even listening
project.
to the meeting at all now?
There is a moment where everyone else sees Remy go, like pop up for a second and goes, Ezra, you could hear. Ezra, is that you?
Yes.
This is not the first time I've had a psychic connection with a soul knife.
I would imagine there are a few in your entourage, as it were.
There is. Is there anything you wish to discuss with me that cannot be said to the rest of the council?
I was merely going to put any nerves at ease. You looked a little down after the talk of slowing the trade and commerce around Faerun, the Sword
Oh.
Coast, and I was merely going to remind you that misdeeds and the darker paths that your group tends to walk. If the things you were doing were illegal before, no
Other
one's
way
going
around.
to stop you from doing them now.
Remy isn't the Zentarum, she's the Harpers.
Oh, Remy was saying that? Sorry.
You're talking
Yeah,
to
Remy
your
was
boss
saying.
right now.
You're talking to
Okay.
your boss right now.
You can retcon that and talk to her differently. But
Yeah.
Oh, I was just opening the connection in case there was something that needed to be passed along in front of ears that I, you know me, I'm not, I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy the Zentarim, and I don't like talking in front of them, and I understand some things are better said to allies instead of acquaintances.
I understand. We have a shaky alliance with them. I do not understand why Lord Neverember really invited them. But I guess we need every help we can get.
Having eyes in the underworld is a good thing to have.
Yes, it is. I guess this is a double-edged sword in some ways.
Let's just hope the second edge isn't going into our back.
Yeah. Me as well. Anyway, back to the meeting. This moment that Dalen kind of just scoots up next to Lem. He's just got his back leaned up against the wall. I have no idea where Lem is, actually.
Oh, you're muted.
You're muted.
you muted.
Sorry, he's just kind of chilling. He's just there. I mean, because a lot of the stuff you guys are talking about is stuff that he wasn't there for, so it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
So, Dalen just goes, so, you killed a white dragon.
Yes, I turned it into a turtle and we threw it off the castle while it was 500 feet in the air.
Impressive. Though, how much do you intend to destroy on your way to ensure that Tiamat does not return?
Well, the destruction that Tiamat will do will be a lot far more than what we'll do, so as much as necessary at this point.
I understand, but the ecosystem is fragile. You said you also destroyed. Your group also destroyed a dragon hatchery, but I see you have at least one egg with you. That's good.
Well, they did. That was before I joined them. I just joined them recently. But with the ecosystem, I mean, you know as much as I will, it'll come back. It will take time, but it'll come back.
I guess it will. Just
I mean, compared to what Tiamat would do to this land, it's going to be far less what we do than what they'll do. So honestly, you know, we can get a lot more of the druid circles around if it comes to it.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm here to ensure. Lem, if you need any resources, anything at all.
Really just get word back to my cousin, if you can. Just let him know I'm alright. And, like with him and his friends, we are trying to save the world.
Right. He then will just kind of like slip away. He doesn't really like to sit down in his chair. He just like stands into the back, the dark, shadowy areas.
While he's talking to Lem, underneath the table, I want to create a little mage hand, and I wrote a little note on my lap underneath the table, and I'm mage handing it underneath the table into Azra's lap.
Into who?
Ezra's lap.
Oh, Ezra's lap.
So I'm just like under the table, like, "Yee."
Give me a sleight of hand check. Just
22.
don't roll natural. Holy fuck! Alright. Whoop, it's gone. There's like nobody noticed anything, and everybody's just discussing the various problems around the. Apparently, been dragons just fucking in the sky.
So as you open the note,
Yeah.
it says, "Get their attention."
Oh no. What are you fucking doing?
I look a little concerned.
Ezra, before you actually do anything, Quentin, Professor,
Professor.
I want you to just know that 1, 2, 3, 4 out of these 4 of these people are some of the most powerful mages you know.
Mhm.
One of them may be a daughter of Mistra,
Who's that?
Lady Silverhand.
Lady Silverhand.
She is literally like almost 800 years old.
Well, I want to see what Ezra does.
Okay. Also,
I'm looking. I make eye contact with you, looking for some sort of confirmation.
I'm not looking at you. But my mage hand tap on your leg.
Would I read? Does the note say it's from you, or does this note just appear on my lap?
It's my handwriting. You know my handwriting. Surely you've read my work.
Seeing Ezra's face, I chime in. Are you okay? Did you talk to her? What'd she say?
I spoke briefly with her. She seems hopeful about things to come, but I have received a note to get people's attention.
Attention.
And
Who?
everyone, I suppose.
Who'd you get the note from?
I think it's Ibacious, judging by the handwriting, but I mean elvish, fancy professor handwriting. There's a few people at this table who would be scholars.
Well, he does have a PhD, so he must have a plan.
Oh, you know what? It is signed PhD at the bottom.
Okay, there.
I can't. It's just a quirk. I have to do it.
I can try to hold their attention for a second, see what happens.
I've been working on a play. There was another part. This I'm now saying out loud. There's another part of our journey that has not been foretold yet, and I would like to give a dramatic retelling. Ezra Kazam, and I turn into fine like vampire clothing. And my masquerade tattoo goes over my face, and I turn into the vampire that we killed.
Oh.
This is the story of Larry the Brave, the Vampire Slayer. And I'm gonna give a dramatic solo piece.
Anthar is into it. He's like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, let's do this.
So I'm.
The Raven Guard is just going, the fuck? Don't we have more problems to worry about? Remelia is just kind of like, well, this should be interesting.
So I'm gauging the table to see if everybody's looking at Ezra or if anybody's like keeping an eye out.
Give me an insight check.
Insight check. Please don't be shit. That's shit.
Oh.
Well,
everyone seems to be staring at Ezra, so unless you're sitting right next to him.
I'm not doing anything too crazy. I just want to, under the table, do a small weave with a piece of copper, and under my breath just whisper a little bit like, "Hush, hush, hush," and then detect the thoughts, just kind of like activates.
Okay.
So it should be a more subtle spell, but I don't know if they're looking out at me.
Give me a second. Probably the most. I just want to see if Dalen has like a.
Do we want to do like a performance check for Ezra to see, and then measure that versus my sleight of hand?
Sure. Ezra, give me a performance check. I think I need to make NPC.
Oh, Ezra, no!
Oh no! How did plus 10 or performance?
Oh fuck! All right. This,
I can throw a D8 on that with what's it called?
Psionic,
Yeah.
bolstered knack.
Can we,
You sign
can
like
we
die.
call my psychic encouragement
Funny.
a bardic inspiration?
Whoo! That helps.
Oh, well, soft 20.
So
well,
here's my
with that, makes it
19.
better. Everyone
Larry, depressed at the death of his friend Jerry, rose to the call of action.
So that's 20, soft 20 for performance, 19 for sleight of hand.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. Nobody will notice. I'm really next time you guys have a session, each one of these characters is probably gonna have a character sheet.
So as Ezra's got their attention, I kind of want to delve into Dagolt's mind and find out why he invited Ryan.
Daggled.
Never remember. Never remember.
Never Ember.
Yeah, he was the one who invited Ryan, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested to know why.
Okay. So you're going to dive like.
Well, I'll read his surface level thoughts first. Does he look like a magic user to me?
No, he doesn't look like a magic user, but he does look like a seasoned warrior, a general, or a king. A
I'm gonna
warrior
read-
king, if you will.
I'm gonna read his surface level thoughts.
Okay. Surface level thoughts are. Give me a second. Lord Daggold.
And then after I've casted the spell, while I'm kind of listening to him, his thoughts, my mage hand will go under the table again and just not too hard, but just squeeze Ezra's leg to kind of like signal him, all right, that's enough.
So the mighty Larry slayed the vampire. I fall to the ground, which then burst into a pool of mist and sank down into the depths of the castle.
Ramalia gives you a standing ovation. Ryan is confused, entertained.
The long story short is that there might be one or more vampires working for the cult as well.
Well, Older Guard goes, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That's not a... Anthar goes, don't worry. We'll deal with those, though.
Nice.
The right
I
way.
see the bite marks on my neck.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you need some help with those? He's gonna pour some like 5 points of healing hands or lay on hands into you since he's a paladin.
It's just I kind of wanted to keep those scars, but thank you.
But surface level thoughts for Lord Daggold are fuck.
Seems accurate for this meeting.
Yeah, seems accurate for this meeting. Like so far, he's impressed with your capability so far. He likes that you destroyed the dragon hatchery, was able to recruit or get some giants on your side, and Ethan's here.
Hello.
Hello. And he was impressed with your ability to kill a dragon. Other than that, his surface level thoughts aren't really telling you much.
Where the hell are we?
Okay, well that's not alarming at least. At least there isn't like scary thoughts at the top of his mind in the middle of the meeting. Okay.
All right.
I'll use the rest of it to look into Dalen's mind and just see what he's thinking.
Fuck, I wouldn't even know what Dalen's thinking. Dalen's thinking, you shouldn't have destroyed the dragon hatchery. Though it's good that you kept at least one egg. because the dragons are still part of the natural order of nature itself.
Oh,
Though they should be stopped from summoning Tiamat, they still need to be protected.
Damn hippies.
Damn hippies.
This is what do you expect from the Emerald Enclave? Also, Ethan, a quick update. You are at the you heard the Drakhorn, told everybody what it is. Told Gryffindor, and then Gryffindor told everybody what it is. You're now at the Lord's
Alliance?
Palace in Waterdeep, where you're meeting with the Council of Waterdeep. Everybody is pretty much a who's who of somebody. First you have Lady Lariel Silverhand, Open Lord of Waterdeep. Then you have the Lord Protector, Dagalt Neverember, who is the pretty much king of Neverwinter. Sir Estival is from I don't remember where he's from. Sir Estival is from Cormyr. Sir Estival's from Cormyr, whereas Tern Thunderspell's Hornblade is from Silvery Moon.
Okay.
You also have Grand Duke Older Ravengard from Baldur's Gate. Conrad Braun Anvil, who's been very quiet. Conrad Braun Anvil from Mithril Hall, basically the representative of all the dwarves, and King Melandrake from the Misty Forests. You also have Remelia Haventree, leader of the Harpers, Onthar Froome, leader of the Order of the Gauntlet, Dalen Winterhound, a representative from the Emerald Enclave, and Ryan Nightshade, a representative from the Zentarum Syndicate.
And I have wings now.
Oh, and Henny has wings now.
Nice. What kind of wings?
Big leathery bat wings.
Oh, nice. So your wings. Just want to make sure.
But they've pretty much been discussing everything that you guys have done up till this far, and have given you pointers on where to go next. Not pointers, clues on where to go next. Can anybody tell me what those clues were?
We're either going to the Borkskir Bridge to get Verum the White, or we're going way up north past Icewind Dale to pursue where the Drakhorn was its last known locations.
Speak with Makath the Crimson.
Yes.
So the white or the crimson? So I'm getting.
Oh,
Macath the Crimson is
A Harper agent, I think.
Orion, I believe.
no, Makath the Crimson is a
Venturin?
representative of the Arcane
Oh, Brotherhood.
Arcane
Gotcha.
Brotherhood. A lot of big names I'm throwing at guys. I'm hoping some of it at least sticks.
Oh. Wrote it all down.
Older Ravengard sticks.
So, as Lem's been sitting there, kind of just really watching everyone, I want to do an inside check on Conrad Braunanvil.
All right, Conrad.
And it's more of trying to read his mannerisms of, his stance, his face whenever anything gets said. Since he's been so quiet, obviously there's going to be those possible tells or something, maybe, hopefully, if I roll right. Kind of let me in on what he's thinking in the aspect of how he feels. More of I want to get, does he feel how much of a threat this is to his kind, or does he even really want to be here? Or does he really even care? Like, I want to get something along those lines.
Okay. Give me an insight check.
Son of a bitch.
Oh.
Whopping 2.
He's hard. No, he's not that hard to read. He's like a fucking knight. He probably wouldn't have that high of a deception. His brow is furrowed. He doesn't look. He doesn't look happy, but he doesn't. It's not like he's not happy to be here. He just doesn't look like.
He just has a bitch face.
He's a hothead. He's hot tempered. He's hothead. He's just not read his mind. He would probably be thinking about, like, maybe we should just like bust down their fucking lairs and just kill these dragons in their sleep or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. So he's just thinking, okay, got it. Okay, that's all I wanted to do.
Though, other than that, Ramalia will now go. Is there any other questions for our group, our intrepid group of adventurers, that they can answer for us? Everyone just kind of nods their heads. Is like, good. Ramalia, then I will lead them out. Ramalia will then stand up and kind of lead you guys out of the room, back into that study with Leosin, where you guys will be kind of briefed on what's going on both with Verum and with the Phrygian North, the situation up there. She then will bid you adieu and kind of walk her way back into the council.
Lem goes up to the professor.
Hello, Lem.
Professor. I don't know half of what you guys talked about since I wasn't there, but obviously, from what I can glean from the council and from your guys' deeds from before I joined you, a lot has happened. I don't like politics much myself, but I know that they play a part in society. But with that being said, would you like to go and find out what they're talking about?
I think information is everything here. I would very much be interested, and I am prepared ahead of time to
Lem, do you say this in front of Leosin?
information gather.
Just like, what?
I don't think we would have done this right in front of Leosin.
If I did do it, it'd be whispered.
Okay.
I imagine like we were the last ones to leave the room, like everybody's exiting and we kind of like hang back.
Yeah, alright. That'll work for me.
I'll lean into Lem and go, I have a few spells that would be useful for... I'd hate to use the word spying, but...
I mean, they might be able to detect magic, but my way, they won't be able to.
Even better. Are you going to turn me into a rat?
More or less.
You know, I think Ezra would be quite jealous if you gave me this mission.
But you also have the most knowledge.
I'm not going to say no.
Well, let's
Are you polymorphing me? Is that the plan?
Yes.
Well, my intelligence wouldn't be the same if you polymorph me, I'm afraid. Do you have true polymorph?
No, that's right. I keep forgetting about that.
Tell you
well,
what.
I can at least go in and get some information.
you have wild shape. You would be able to to remain yourself and do the scouting. I can provide arcane support.
In what way?
That depends on the situation.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I can take care of myself, even in that shape. Um, can't fly yet, which kind of sucks at this point, but I can get into the room and maybe get some information that might help us as we go forward, or even just to find out what they're thinking and where they're coming along and how they want to handle this. And obviously don't want to keep us involved in that.
Go for it. We'll cover you as a group.
After we're done talking, I turn and I go, can I really need to use the restroom. Can I use the restroom?
Leosin just kind of like points to the open door over there, and he says, "It's out there and to the right."
Okay, I go out the door, take a quick look around, see if I see anybody.
No guards, and just you in the hallway.
Cast wild shape, turn into a rat. Actually, I turn
Okay.
into a mouse. Get a little bit smaller,
Okay.
and then I make my way back into the room.
All right. Give me as a rat. Give me a stealth check.
Rat stealth check.
That. Pull that up. Come on, D20. Come on, roll 20. Don't fuck me.
Is Mickey streaming right now?
Ugh.
Is that why our internet sucks right now?
Yeah, pretty much. He streams every Tuesday, which we might have to talk to him about that. That's gonna be a big ol' whopping 9.
All right. All right. Guards. I need a guard. I need a guard. Thing, because there was those guards on the inside of the room. Who? They rolled a 2.
What?
He squeaked by. And there's like one guard turns to the other. Did you say something? And you squeak by. You go through the hallway and then back into the room. Back in the room, you're able to fit underneath that secondary door between the first door and the outside and the secret door. And it'll
That would have been a 12, but that's fine.
All right, you pop in, and squeak. You see what you see, and well, right now you can see that the everyone is at their chair spots, but they're not really discussing you guys. It's more like they're discussing the various logistical problems that they're going to run into by either A, slowing down all trade, B, moving armies from one location to the other. They also have like all sorts of maps of the Sword Coast out right now. They're hoping for the success in the missions that you were just given. And then very hopeful that maybe within a month they will be able to have another session and more can be done towards gathering resources in order to face this issue, this problem they have. Though you do give me an insight check. because I think you can still use your insight as a rat.
Yep. There we go. That's better. 19.
19? Cool. The general feeling around the council is that they're hopeful, though pragmatic. If you guys can go, and either they prefer if you captured Verum. If you killed him, that'd be fine. But they have said that what happened, or it's just instead of Anthar, Conrad goes, "What happens if we just sent these adventurers to go die for us?" And Remelia will just retort with, "Well, they've already done so much for the Sword Coast as a whole. They've really thrown themselves at these cultists." And then Dagult, how the fuck do you pronounce that name? Lord Neverember.
The Galt Neverember.
Dagult Neverember. He just pipes in, "Well, if we lose them, if they die while on the duty, one, they will probably done the greatest duty for the Sword Coast that we've ever seen. But two, there's not the first group of adventurers we've ever seen. There'll probably be another one we could call upon."
Damn.
Cold.
But
True.
Good to know we're expendable. I say that sarcastic.
But it doesn't seem like they're talking a whole lot about alliance secrets, especially with a Zentarum syndicate agent in the room.
Lem doesn't know that. How long all this information comes out? How long was that?
That will probably take you about 15 minutes.
No. I'm gonna stay until they break up.
All right. Because you can stay a rat for how long?
4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, everyone else in the room, Leosin goes, "Wow, your friend must have really needed that bath." Anyway,
Eats a lot
Wow.
of mushrooms that grow
he eats a lot of
in
mushrooms.
unscrupulous places.
Anyway, let's go get dinner, y'all.
Is that a lot of fiber or a lot of? Never mind.
We'll catch up.
It takes about 30 minutes until they break, and they all take separate exits. You now notice that this place has many hidden entrances and hidden exits, and this secret chamber cannot really be accessed from anywhere else that you know of. This is maybe one of the only entrances that you've seen. Everyone leaves except Remelia, who just looks down towards you and goes, "You're not very stealthy, Lem."
Squeak.
I just go,
and
and then I exit out the way Ryan went. Ryan Nightshade.
Ryan, you didn't see where she went. She turned invisible as her way of exiting.
Ooh, spooky.
Okay, you know
Though
what?
you did get like an eldritch feel from her. She may be a warlock.
Then
Like a what?
if she just turned invisible, I'm just going to come back into myself at the table.
All right. With Remelia, the only one really there, she just goes, "Why are you? What's with all this spy business? Doesn't really seem like your thing, Sir Lem."
Well, first off, I am not a knight, so please don't put that honorific on me. That's too much pressure. to spying's not really my craft, no, but I'm more of a, well, kind of like the rest of you, pretty pragmatic, and knowledge is the way to get things done. Now, granted, you dismissed us, but knowing what goes on behind closed doors is always a good thing to know.
And that is a good thing to know. Maybe I thought that maybe we should be more open with you, though I doubted you wanted to hear us babble about the logistics of running our various kingdoms.
Well, I don't care. And not as probably not most of the group would care. The only thing that I can see that the group would probably care about is the fact that you guys think that we're expendable. But that's kind of par for the course in situations like this.
I've been the leader of the Harpers for a long time, and I've never thought of any of my agents or any of the groups that my agents uh, mingle with as expendable. Though
Well,
never Ember may disagree, or even Ryan. I want you to know that if you are in trouble and you need to get out immediately, do so. Also, she looks around. Maybe use this, and hands you a like a small vial. If your group is ever in trouble, you need a quick exit. Smash this against the ground. And it's a vial of teleportation. It's not an actual item. Just like put that in. Just put that as a note in your thing. I'll make it later. Literally, you just got to spend an action, smash it on the ground, into the ground. You and up to 8 creatures you decide will instantly teleport anywhere you want within a 50-mile radius.
okay. Oh, well, thank you for this. I'm not too worried about us. We have surprisingly a lot of tricks up our sleeves. And even without me, the group has been very capable. They've gotten that far. I was just hiding out at the bottom of a castle with a bunch of shrooms. So, you know. Anyway, I'm just gonna go out the door. That's
I'll
alright.
come with you, so that way the guards don't go, "Hey, who are you?"
And then, yeah. I
Right.
mean, nothing of consequence happened here, so, you know.
No harm, no foul. She will accompany you until you guys basically this Leosin finishes giving you basically the briefing on Verum. They saw him at Bright Sky Bridge. He then traveled with several companions into the Hill of the Serpent. Hasn't been seen since, and that was about 12 hours ago. Another thing is that the location that the horn was, Makath the Crimson, the agent of the Arcane Brotherhood. She was last seen heading north, across the sea of moving ice. I want to call it the Sea of Splinters because it's literally just giant shards of ice, glaciers smashing against each other. But she was last seen on a particular glacier island, large spires sticking out, going into the clouds, and then sticking out of those clouds into the sky. Very odd for a glacier, though. They hope that she is okay. That was the last time they saw her. And that report came 3 days ago. And then this is where Lem and Remalia come into the room. where
Oh,
they come in from the secret entrance, the secret room.
Romalia, you teleported Lem out of the toilet?
You know, these secret entrances would be a lot more secret if you didn't relay them to people. But that's actually pretty ingenious. Oh, hi everyone.
Hi.
Um,
I'm not gonna
don't
question
worry
it.
about it. Don't worry about it. Not much happened, and I cast. God, I can't even think of the word now. I just let everybody know, what happened.
In our minds?
No, out loud.
You said you cast or something. I was like, oh, you're casting a spell?
Exposition. I cast the spell
Oh,
exposition.
I cast okay.
All right, all right.
I need a drink.
All right. You, Leosin kind of pipes up. You've had a long couple of months. I can see. But you take a couple of days. I don't know how long it'll take you to get to either location, considering you have a flying fucking castle. But just tell me when you decide to leave the city.
Where will you be?
I will be actually mostly here in this
Okay.
office. Or helping Lady Remy with anything.
Nice.
But if you guys need to do anything, do any shopping, we got this. We just got this new shop. It's got this weird, glowing sign.
Fantasy
That's-
Costco?
Yeah, Fantasy Costco. It just kind of like appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Definitely shopping. Definitely a pub crawl.
You're also doing a pub crawl.
At some point, we're going to be here for a couple of days. At the very least, we need a drink.
You know, there's still a matter of urgency with the whole dragons trying to end the world thing.
But after the spa,
Yes, after the spa.
we all gotta have our soak.
My guts were out a couple of days ago, so I feel like I've probably earned a couple of ale before I go risk my life for the rest of the fucking world.
That's a
Point taken.
Wanna go shopping, guys?
I have a fuckload of money.
I do as well.
Yes! So much money.
Quick question though.
Sure.
Well, Zach, notice this magic item you gave me. I don't know what the slumbering property is, nor what the stirring property is.
You don't? Does it not say anything?
That doesn't. It just says it has two properties, and it should have says like, oh yeah, this does this and this.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Let me look at everybody else. You guys get to a fancy Costco. The doors open up. I'll figure out the whatever's going on in a second. But the doors open up, and you see a
Well, okay.
see one-eyed tiefling in a pirate outfit, just kind of like gazing at a book of some sort, and he sees you and he throws the book aside. Goes, finally, some fucking customers, some adventurers who could see the goddamn sign. Hi, Captain
Red
Redjack. I'm here to help you buy things. What you want?
I have a list. I always go first. Does somebody else want to go first? I'm sorry.
No, ladies first. Go ahead.
I have an actual list.
Oh, okay then.
So, do you sell books here?
Depends on the book.
I'm really looking for a tome of understanding. I'm into some self-help. You know, I'd like to understand people a little bit better.
Tome of Understanding. Right. Oh, wait, there it was, and then it's gone. Mm, Okay, okay. Tome of Understanding. Right. Cool. Cool. I got one of those. But pretty fucking expensive.
Okay.
Like, I'm talking almost 11,000 gold.
Okay.
Like 10,500 gold.
Okay. So let me tell you the other things I want, and you can give me a lump sum, and we'll go from there.
All right.
Um, because I would also like a bag of beans, a bead of force, and a necklace of fireballs.
Bag of beans.
Yes. A bead of force, a necklace of fireballs, and then like 3 greater healing potions, please.
Damn, that's a lot. All right, cool. Bag of beans. Let's add another. Damn, this is neat. It's like a. What?
It's a gift.
This thing seems like the weirdest fucking shit I've ever seen, and it's gonna cost you 3,000 gold so far. So 13,500. And then what was a bead of force?
A bead of force, please.
Holy shit. Uh, bead of force, not as expensive, but if you want multiple, they're gonna have to be, the same. They're pretty much 700 a gold, or 700 a bead.
Okay. I'll take 2.
Two, so that'll be 1,400, and then 13,500 plus 1,400 equals 14,900. And then what was that last part?
A necklace of fireballs.
Fuck. All right, necklace of fireballs. Right, cool. That's rare item. Allows you to cast fireballs up to like 15 times. Or 6 times. Let's go with 5,000 gold for the necklace of fireballs.
Okay. So that's 19.
19,900.
Okay, and then the 3 greater healing potions.
And the 3 greater healing potions. What price? I remember I put 50 as the normal, and then 150 as the greater. So 3 greater healing potions would be
450?
450.
Okay. I also have the short sword +1 I don't need, and this eldritch claw that I do not need.
Tattoo, Eldritch Claw tattoo.
I don't have any. I do not have the capacity to use any more magical items like this.
All right. So Eldritch. So with a short sword +1, that will be. Let's go with minus 300. And then an Eldritch Claw Tattoo is minus 750.
Okay.
Total is 19,300.
Okay. 19,300.
How much fucking gold you got, lass?
A lot.
A lot.
We were ankle deep in a dragon's hoard like 4 days ago.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. Thank you. So as soon as I get my hoard, I turn around and I give the bag of beans to Lem.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I'm not very good at being surprising, but I like to give presents.
Oh, thank you.
And Professor,
Yes.
I got you this. And I give you the necklace of fireballs.
Yep.
Oh.
Sorry, Ezra. And Vaughn, I hold out 2 beads of force to you.
Oh? I take the beads.
Okay. I got the other guy's presents before. And it just didn't seem fair.
Oh,
So-
well, thank you.
That's it. So you have 2 beads of force.
Beads of force.
Sorry, what were the beans again?
A bag of beans.
Like a
Just
bean.
a bag of beans?
Yep.
Bag of beans.
Just a bag of beans.
All right. Bag of beans.
And as soon as I have my book, I sit down on the floor and I start reading it.
Oh wow, you're getting right on that. Cool. Who's next?
I'm still making my list.
You're still making your list. That's a nice Dragon's Wrath weapon, by the way. I got one of my own, but it's Ascendant, so.
I just grabbed this one. Fair. I'm not gonna list.
Did you post the spell exposition?
Let's see here. It was this one, right? Ah, yeah, that one.
So you seriously can't see the slumbering property or property on your sword?
I mean, it states it, but I don't see what it is.
Whenever you roll a 20 on your attack roll with this weapon, each creature of your choice within 5 feet of the target takes 5 damage of the type dealt by the Dragon's Breath weapon.
I had to look. Okay, that's kind of cool.
And-
Pretty good.
And the stirring property is the weapon that has the slumbering property. In addition, it has a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made using the weapon. On a hit, the weapon deals an extra 1d6 damage to it of the type dealt by that Dragon's Breath weapon, which it's cold. You do an extra cold damage.
Oh, I see. But because I have a very rare, it does pretty much
You do.
twice.
The Wakened property, which is the weapon has the slumbering property and the stirring property. Your bonus to attack and damage rolls is a +2, and the extra damage dealt by the weapon is increased to 2d6. Additionally, as an action, you can unleash a 30-foot cone of destructive energy from the weapon. Each creature within the area must make a DC 16 dexterity saving throw or take 8d6 damage by the type dealt by the Dragon's Breath weapon.
I'm gonna be rolling a lot of d6s.
Yeah.
So
I-
it's 2
I haven't-
for the great sword, 2 for the bonus attack, and then a 5th one for my rage now.
Oh yeah, if you just click the button, because I just rolled for you. Yeah, it does the extra lightning damage.
I'm curious now. Oh my god!
Oh boy.
Ooh.
I don't think I was using my rage ability either. No, it was, and it rolled 4, so it didn't roll my other d6. So technically, if I were to hit another creature, I would also be dealing
No, roll 2d6.
another d6 because I didn't add my divine fury. So that's a total of 30 damage with one attack.
Jeepers.
Hold on, what?
I
When
took
did this
I took the 3rd level of Barbarian, the Zealot, so I would roll an additional d6 for my first target to hit.
Neat. You got a zealot barbarian samurai on your team. Fuck, when did this happen?
So, if I do manage to die, Lamb can just raise me back up. Like, alright, round 2. Hmm. So now I'm even harder to kill.
Neato. So, does anybody
You-
have their...
No, I'm still looking.
You wouldn't happen to have another one of those tomes of understanding, would you?
Tomes of Understanding? Yeah, I got another one. Again, really expensive. About 10,500.
Oh, only that? Oh, I thought those would be more. Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ, you guys are fucking filthy, stinking rich.
For now,
Well, let's just.
Tiamat's bored, kinda. So,
Dragons are fun.
It sounds like dealing with dragons is a very lucrative business, and I need to get into that shite.
Yes. In the meantime, here's your 10,500.
And here's your book.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. And then, like with Henny, I just start beginning to read it.
we can sit back to back and lean against each other so we don't fall down.
Yes. Gonna take some time.
So it's gonna take you 6 days to read that.
48 hours.
48 hours over the course of 6 days, so. That's okay, my wisdom will go to 20.
8 hours a day?
Mm-hmm.
Neato. Cool. Who else wants stuff?
I'm still making my thing. 'Cause
I suppose I could do with a few things. Do you have a cape of Mountebank?
Cape of Mount Bank. Cape.
There he goes. That's what it's called. I'm stupid.
Oh! Oh! Fuck this. I remember this item.
What, what is it?
Oh, remember when Captain Red Jack died the first time
Yeah.
in Adventure League? To the
I
bag?
remember. Yeah. I
Oh,
remember.
not.
That
No,
was the
wait,
second
that.
time.
That was the second time. When Captain Red Jack died the second time to the bag, this was the item that got him out of that bag.
Oh.
This is the item that he sold to Zerial for. And took his first steps in becoming a warlock. Anyway, yeah, I got one of those. It fucking saved my ass years ago. Let's see. It's just a cape, but also it's a cape that you can teleport with, which should really be expensive. 8,500 gold?
8,500? I think I can swing that. How about we're supposed to take this next fellow in alive. Do you have iron bands of binding?
Iron bands of binding. Oh wow, you're provisioned with this item apparently. Like just immediately. Right. This is a fucking Pokeball. You're asking for a Pokeball.
Pokeball. What's that from? Is that from another one of your dimensions?
Maybe a little bit, but creature including the one restrained can use an action to make a DC 20 strength check. Look. Let's go with It's a one-use item. Does not require attunement, but is still rare, so it should be 5,000 or over $5,000 or gold. So let's go with 7,500.
7,500. And last but not least, a mirror of the past.
A mirror of the past. Holder of this platinum hand mirror can learn something about the history of a specific object or creature by taking an action to gaze into the mirror and think of the target. Instead of the holder's reflection, the mirror presents scenes from the target's past. Information conveyed is accurate, but it is random and cryptic. Presented in no particular order. Once it is activated, the mirror gives its information for 1 minute or less, then returns to normal. It can't be used again until the next dawn. Right. Fuck. Past seeing shit. Trying to figure out why you want this, but
A bit of a gossip.
a bit of a gossip. All right. Cool. Uh, 6,000.
6,000.
6,000.
Lovely. I believe total that is 24,000 gold.
Yeah.
Sounds like a deal to me.
Well, shite. You guys definitely have a fuck ton of gold. How are you carrying it? Well, back to Holden. Anyway. So, yeah, will that be all from...
That's all for me.
Alright, alright. Who's next? Who else wants to buy some shite?
I do.
Ah, fine. Yeah,
How do
Silver
you know my
Boy.
name? Okay.
I definitely don't know any of your names.
Well, first things first, I want the molten bronze plate.
Hold on. Molten what?
Bronze plate.
Fuck the what now?
Molten bronze skin?
Yeah, that's it.
Appears as a bronze. When you attune to it, the bronze adheres the contours to your skin. The armor
Wait,
can
is
be
it-
worn
ah,
under
damn, I
normal
required
clothes.
attunement. It's iffy now, forgot I required attunement.
It does require attunement.
I was thinking about it. Well, this other one is the belt of fire giant strength.
Alright, well, the belt of fire giant strength is gonna be pricey.
I would say storm giant, but that's Fantasy Casa does not sell legendary items.
No, we do not. And, well, we might not sell very rare either. Might. That's a slim might, though. Not the giant strength. Fire giant. Strength at a whopping 25. Alright, alright. 15,000 gold.
15,000?
15,000.
Done.
Alright. And then, for the molten bronze plate, or the molten bronze skin, which, by the way, you can't wear under normal armor. So you can't get whatever more AC over whatever you already have. But the molten bronze skin, well, that would be for the plate.
Mm-hmm.
13,000 gold.
I gotta do math.
Do you need some money, Vaughn?
1 second. I still remember we had some platinum. I forgot to add that into the gold. Ooh. Guess if I wear that, I'm resistant to fire, and I think it removes for me needing to roll disadvantage on stealth checks. But let me check.
It does. Because I guess the. So you got this really good samurai motif looking for you, so I don't know why you'd want to take that away.
No, I'm thinking about it now, but I don't think so because I do have something else.
All right.
And I was gonna think of Manual of Bodily Health.
Hold on. Manual of bodily health.
Yeah.
That's the con one.
Mm-hmm.
How do I spell manual?
Manual.
Why do I always think it's an E instead of an A next to the L?
Manuel. The Manuel.
Manual of bodily health. Fuck. Again, like the other one's gonna be pricey, but 10,500.
10,500. I do have that. Okay, that's strange. What the fuck?
What?
Nothing. Just my D&D Beyond's giving me trouble.
You could always just get more magic beans.
So what was it? 13.
13,000 for the no, 15,000 for the belt of giant fire giant strength,
Yeah, about that.
and then 10,500 for the manual of bodily health, and 13,000 for the molten bronze skin.
Okay. So 10,500 for the bodily health.
I'm still trying to figure out where molten bronze skin comes from. Oh, Mythic Odysseys of Theros.
Ah, that makes sense.
There's an item called Professor Orb.
You have to get it just for theme purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be all you need, or do you want other stuff?
Maybe a few healing potions as well. Maybe some, not Supreme. What's the other one? The green one?
Superior?
Superior, yeah.
Yeah, superior, let's see, 50, 150, 500. Superior, or supreme, or superior health potions would be a 500.
For a green one, right?
A green is greater.
Oh, okay. So 500 for, okay. So
A greater is 150.
500 for blue ones?
500 for blue ones.
I'll take one blue one. And then for greater?
For greater, on 150.
I'll take two greater ones.
Alright.
Yep, that's nice man. Some good gold.
Right. Anyone else want anything?
Well, I have a list.
Right, here we go.
Well, I've already done the mathematical. I've done the accounting for this one. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 spells.
Okay.
that I'm gonna have to learn over time. And I already spent the money to copy them to my book, so I just have to spend the time. But in terms of items, I'd like to purchase a grimoire +3. An arcane grimoire.
Arcane.
It'll be an expensive one.
Oh, the pricey one. Right. Okay. Very rare. Alright. 12,000 gold.
12,000. What does that put me at? That leaves me with... Oh, that's half my gold. Okay. And then for my second item, I would like a Professor Orb.
Yeah. Even snootier than you.
Hold up.
What does it look like? Oh, it's a rare item. Smooth 5-pound smear of smoky gray quartz. Yada 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 yada.
It basically gives like... It basically gives like a +9 to 4 different types of academic subject checks. So like dragons. Dragons, and dragons.
Dragons.
It's sentient.
It is sentient. That's a random alignment.
Am I gonna get an evil Professor Orb?
Oh god.
This is how Professor Gryffindor turns evil. Corrupted by his
Gryffindor,
Professor
stop
Orb.
staring into that orb.
Oh my god.
Right. Cool. Awesome. This one will cost you 9,000 gold.
Oh my
Deal.
God. You're rolling the damage that I make. Jesus Christ. It's like AWolf all over again.
The orb can transport itself using Mage Hand.
Oh, good.
I love it. Oh my god.
That's the only spell it can
This is my pet. Do I have to attune to it?
I don't think so.
No. No, you don't.
Yes! Amazing.
Alright.
Does it talk to me when I buy it? I like take it with my 2 hands and I look into it. I'm like,
Greetings.
hello, I'm Professor Gryffindor, PhD.
Oh, another academic. I don't remember my name, but I am a professor. I also have a PhD.
A PhD in 4 different subjects. 4 PhDs.
4 PhDs. That's, 3 more than you.
Well, let's not talk about that.
I'm definitely not.
Oh no. I'm just having to walk around with myself. No. I'm going to be like, okay, well, this is your home now, and I shove him in my bag.
Wait, no, I don't put me in the darkness.
He just floats himself out on his mage hand.
I am so excited to have this orb.
Goes out the door. Freedom!
I'm gonna arcane lock. Mmm.
All right. I believe the last person who hasn't bought anything is you, Mr. Leoric. Bard person.
Oh, has there bought stuff already?
Oh, yeah, I got this mirror and this cake. Oh, want to see something? There's just a puff of smoke, and I'm gone. And then I tap behind you. Hey!
Kazera?
Oh. And I'm in a full-on like magician outfit. Ezra Kazam indeed.
Not
Wow,
too shabby.
that has only once a day use, and you already used it. Cool.
Sure.
He
I'm gonna save my money.
Let's save your money.
Yeah.
All right. What are you
More
gonna
money
do?
than
Like, buy an airship with it?
Maybe.
All right. Pop.
How much would an instant fortress cost?
What, is that a thing? That's not a thing. That
It
is
is.
not a thing.
It is a thing. Just drop a fortress on someone.
Yeah.
Is it like Capsule Corp?
Capsicorn.
You throw that on a capsule, pa!
Yeah.
1-inch cube. You have to put it on the ground and then speak its command word. You can't just like
Can't
throw
throw
it
it
and
at
speak its
someone.
command word.
Anything
Sad.
in it takes 10d10 bludgeoning damage.
Amazing.
Oh, cool. I mean, apparently we have this. He puts it down. It's like, apparently, but Fuck, this will probably cost you. This is like an instant safety space, and I definitely don't want you guys having that. No reason whatsoever. This will cost you 50,000 gold.
Or it's just out of stock.
Oh yeah, it just says out of stock. We don't have that stuff to be able to kicks count.
All right, I came back with 50,000 gold. Gonna have it now. Prices got up to 100.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, do you have any green silk ribbons that I can tie to my new wings like streamers on a bicycle?
Yes, and they're probably not gonna cost you. Like, he just pulls out a box of just random ribbons, and it's just like they're like throwaway things. Just, you know, take a penny, leave a penny, kind of thing.
Okay. Thank you.
Also, you're not gonna like pierce your wings and then put.
No. Just tie it to the. Just tie them on.
Oh, okay.
I know how aerodynamics work.
All right.
Holes in your wings are not good.
Holes in your wings are not good. Trust
No.
me.
Just tie them around. I got this little claw thing on there. I'm holding my place in my book with my finger. I got this little claw thing on there, and I think it'd look really cute with a bow.
All right.
I hope someone knows how to tie a bow, because I can't really reach it.
I can try.
All of us start to encroach. Zach, I want to sell some items.
You want to sell some items? All right.
I have too many
there we
things. Too many
Yeah,
things.
go. I got too much shit.
Well, I'm just gonna sell 2 things. I'm gonna sell
Right.
you.
I'm just gonna sell one thing.
I'm gonna sell you a ring of spell storing and a staff of swarming insects.
Wait,
Alright,
does the ring
alright.
of storing require attunement?
Yes.
Yes.
Damn it! Okay, I had an idea to use it.
Yeah.
I will
it
take
takes.
the ring of spell storing.
Oh, do you want it?
I can put healing stuff in it.
Okay. I figured your attunements would have been full. Here you go. I give him the ring. Never mind. You can't have this shopkeep.
All right.
But you can't have this ugly thing. And I put the staff of swarming insects on it. It's like a beehive on the top of this stick and.
I think they're magic bees.
It's very magical. Watch this. I take it and boom! Giant insect appears.
Takes out his own sword, just kills it.
Giant
I
centipede.
just see him chop this giant insect in half. The insect burns away in a bunch of fire, and he goes, "Don't do that again. I hate bugs."
Insect
trust me,
swarm.
wizard. This is a fight you will not win.
But you could easily win by giving me money for it, and you can take it and burn it in hell.
Oh, just put it on the table, please. I'll give you. Fuck, it's a rare item, right? Fucking 6,000 gold and take it away from me, or don't take it away from me. 6,000 gold here, and then he just picks up a stick and just like pokes it away, just slides it over there.
You know what? We have a little bit of money. Guys. I have regular short swords. Let's make the short swords +1.
Okay.
How much are you charging for...
Grabbing.
It's 2 of them. How much do you charge for 2 short swords +1?
300 each.
Let's get some magic on them.
Oh, enchantments? Like,
Short sword +1. Oh, I mean, I could just give them to you and you could make them +1s, whatever, but...
yeah, sure, but you may want. All right, never mind. Just
What?
they're now short swords +1.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I'm just saying it's more expensive to get the enchantment than to just trade them in for swords, for already enchanted items. Do you know how long it takes to enchant a sword?
Nope.
1 year.
I mean, I'm a wizard. Of course I know. A year? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't go into enchanting as a career.
If it took like a day for us to enchant swords, you know how flooded the market would be with enchanted swords?
You know,
You got a point.
how much gold are you gonna give me to just give you my shitty short swords?
How much does the PHP say?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Short sword.
They're like short swords. Literally, we've been trading literally thousands of gold has gone through our hands. Are you sure you even want the gold from this anymore, or you just want to get rid of your junk?
Kind of expensive, actually. Like 10 gold pieces each, which, I mean, in commoner money, that's a lot.
But in adventurer money,
And adventure money, very cheap.
yeah, very cheap.
Alright, now I got magical swords, so when I cut a bitch, they're +1. Why do I still
you're
have...
a wizard? You're not even a blade singer,
But I still...
which is weird. You're an elf and you're not a blade singer.
Listen, we're having a good time. Delete.
Anyway, does anybody else want to buy or sell things?
Delete.
Leoric's over there saving his money. Lem's reading his book. Penny's reading her book. Vaughn's probably reading his book.
Yep.
He's not.
I'm going to invest.
Probably going to invest. You know, I hear the housing market's doing fairly good right now.
You're correct.
Wow, I
Yes.
didn't know, but I was talking about in-game. Like, houses are getting cheaper and cheaper, or more expensive. Whichever one's good.
A good one. The one that makes more money.
More money.
Oh,
You know.
that reminds
There's the money
me.
in the money.
I need to buy more diamond dust. I
Oh.
use some.
Oh, how much diamond dust? Do you guys need any spell components? Expensive spell components?
I
Maybe.
I put 1,000 gold down and say, give this man 1,000 gold. worth
Oh my god.
Okay, fuck. He just pulls out a chest that's like a little powder satchel. It just has a diamond on it, and then a little hammer breaking the diamond. And he goes, "Here you go."
Well, I guess now I just have to cast Stone Skin on Henbane every fight. That's a 4th level spell.
Zach. This is the damage what it looks like when it crit. Jesus.
If nobody else needs any shopping done, then I'm gonna have to ask you to get out of my store mainly because the store's, changing dimensions, and that'll be bad if you guys are in here.
Oh,
Wait, what?
I'm
Yeah,
slowing.
never mind.
We're about to hop to another place, so get the fuck out.
I leave.
who wants to be in charge of making sure I don't run into stuff while I read this book? Bye.
I'm also reading my book.
As we're walking, I just have like a mage hand like tug her hair in directions she needs to walk.
You know, Ratatouille.
Right, cool, awesome. Bye. You guys, the doors close behind you, and then they magically, the entire store kind of like disappears, and you're left standing in front of an old, decrepit hut.
To the spa!
To the spa, indeed.
And you guys, I can get rest of your gold and time taking a self-help day or a mental health day.
Seems about right.
Cool.
Basically.
Name for ourselves.
Oh yeah, that's gonna. We had to brainstorm that in the
Oh,
bath.
Yeah, Ezra was writing down ideas during the meeting for names, and the next time we're at the tavern, he'll read out the list. We got Drake and Bake. We fighting worm speakers, so worm shushers.
The worm.
The Anti-Chroma Collective, the Wing Clippers, the Costco Collection, PHD, which is shorthand for Persons Hunting Dragons.
Not people, persons.
The ACFC, Allies by Chance, Friends by Choice. What else? I think that's it for now. But I'll keep working.
Can we do all of them?
No.
Different
You
days
guys
of the
keep
week,
luck.
we go by a different name.
I like 3 so far. It was pretty good.
Those are pretty good.
I do like the collective one.
What was that? The
Costco.
Anti-Chroma Collective?
The Anti-Chroma
ACC?
Collective. Yes, we are the ACC, Anti-Chroma Collective. Can we have badges made? I can fabricate badges.
I can fabricate that.
I have the fabricate spell. I can make badges.
Oh, boy.
We're the FCC.
Guild.
You just go to the council with that. Is like, we are the FCC, and they all go. That seems
Yep.
pretty official. And
That's what we're going for.
Yeah, got
Bureaucratic.
badges.
yeah, we all got badges.
We're official.
Badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
But as you guys continue doing what you're doing, I guess having a mental health day. But have you
Yeah.
guys discussed which mission you're going to do first? Because they did ask you to do both.
Yeah.
I think we should do the one where we know where the guy is most recently.
I
Very.
agree.
Also closer, I think.
Yeah. That one.
Also, I don't want to go where it's cold.
Sounds cold.
Oh, it's lovely up there.
In a former life, I got killed by a polar bear.
What?
So I have a.
I
can't-
pull out the mirror of the past and I start thinking about Henny. You want to tell me something random about your past?
Okay.
It could be cryptic.
Okay. You get a glimpse of Henny in a temple, and all around her is like a really crazy party and bards and like kegs and all of this. And she's like maybe 17, and she's just sort of sitting in the corner by herself, just watching everybody.
Okay, that's bad. It could go like it could be I think it could be a different random thing for like the next couple of minutes or a minute.
So then you see me catching pigeons on my mom's roof when I'm like 12. So I jump up on the roof and I'm just snatching up pigeons because like you can tell like I really hate these pigeons because they keep trying to make a nest in my bookshelf. And then one of my moms makes pigeon soup for like a week, and then I stop killing pigeons because I get sick of pigeon soup. And then you see the first time I went out patrolling in Burdusk. And I've got on a cloak, and I'm not very good at it, but my heart's in the right place. And I try and stop a mugging, and I actually just end up taking the mugger to a soup kitchen.
Ezra like bites back a little tear.
All right.
You're all very wonderful people, and I hope we stay friends for a long time, no matter what our name is.
All right, and with that, I think I will end the session there. So you guys are definitely going after
Got it.
Varum the White.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you guys are still hovering over Waterdeep. The Serpent Hills. Oh, it's literally called the Serpent Hills. It's right over here.
That's not too far at all.
Whereas the Broskir Bridge, whatever the fuck it's supposed to be called, it's actually Borskire Bridge. It's actually a massive bridge constructed of I'm having a brain fart.
Mm-hmm.
What's the black glass volcanic material?
Obsidian?
Obsidian.
Yeah, it's a massive bridge built out of obsidian. It connects. It's supposed to connect Succumber with Dragon Spear, but it goes straight through the High Moor, like in a giant curve. But over years of neglect, it's collapsed in some places, so it's not been used in some time, except as a kind of like a temporary shelter in the High Moor. It's like at one of the larger sections that sticks out of the High Moor of this large bridge is like a tent city called Borskier Bridge.
Huzzah!
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
So, congratulations on getting a whole bunch of magic items.
Yeah.
Ace.
I still
Yeah,
can't
that
go over the
money.
fact like after a crit I deal 62 damage.